Welcome to my reaction video to the SGDQ Sonic Adventure 2 Archipelago Randomizer run. Go to Games Done Quick, support Emerldd and Dawn. They did a fantastic job as far as I know. I'm going to be talking over Hex and Savik a lot, probably. If you don't know what an Archipelago is, it's a randomizer that you can do with other people. So at Emerldd, who's the guy on the left, Dawn, the guy on the right, they are going to be going into random stages. They're usually going to try speed stages, of course, because they're the fastest. And they have to complete certain amounts of checks. So it looks to me like they have the Golden Beetle check, they have the upgrade check, and I think they have one other thing that I haven't seen before that I'm sure they'll explain. But here's the fun part, is that the co-op randomizer means that Emerldd can find items that Dawn uses and vice versa. I also assume that they're gonna have Trap Link and Death Link, which means if one person gets a trap, they both get a trap. One person dies, they both die. I'm sure they'll talk about it, but
for this whole thing is to get 7 Chaos Emeralds each. Once either one of us gets 7 Chaos Emeralds, we're gonna be able to clear Green Hill Zone. It'll unlock as a level for us, and then we get to go Supersonic and Super Shadow and defeat Final Hazard to complete it, which will then release some of the hidden checks that may be left in either of our games, so the other person can complete their seed.
okay, so they're not.
Have quite a few checks,
So they're doing it to where I don't even know if you can change that setting to where you can have where you can have it to where one person gets the 7 Chaos Emeralds that release the checks for the other person. I'm unsure about that. What's up, Volt? How's it going?
Let's go. And to celebrate, whenever we see Big the Cat, please, crowd, feel free to chant.
Oh, they're big. Are they Big the Cat checks? Oh my God, this is disgusting. Look how many people are in the crowd, man. This was a popular run. It looks like.
2, 1, go.
Okay, interesting. So they have 2 missions per.
All right, so starting off the bat, both of our runners entering a Sonic level. Even though this is a randomizer, speed is a priority, and pretty much any time these runners see a Sonic or Shadow level, they're gonna go for those because those are typically the quickest and easiest with the checks.
Makes sense.
The levels are randomized, so are the missions, so the runners are really at the game's discretion for what they can and cannot do.
What's great too is that Dawn and Emerldd, they have different seeds. So they're gonna be going through different stages at different times, but they're gonna be able to find each other's upgrades.
And they are playing hard logic. What that means is they do not have to do everything the intended way. You're going to see a lot of creativity coming into play.
Also, Savik and Hex are goats. I definitely recommend checking that both out. I'm going to have links in the description to everything. Emerld's channel, Dawn's channel. You've probably seen Dawn. He has some pretty popular Sonic videos on YouTube. But Savik and Hex, I met all these guys at SGDQ 2024, so. Oh, nice. I have not viewed it yet. I have not viewed a single thing.
On the screen.
So, I'm excited.
Gonna be one of our first Big the Cat chat.
Also, shoutouts to Pop Tracker, which is what they're using to showcase the characters having the upgrades. No! Okay, they don't have Trap Link. That makes sense. What is this fishing? I have never seen the fishing trap before. That's awesome.
Got that check. There was a message on screen that said an emblem was received. That's basically what we're dealing with here. Every time they check something, they're gonna.
Are they really going to do this in an hour? Oh, they have an hour 50. Wow. I don't know how long this run actually is. I'm watching it via the Twitch VOD. So we might be here for a minute because randomizers could go significantly underestimate or significantly over. But with my own experience of with Archipelago randomizers, it's probably going to go over.
This is peaches and cream.
So early on, emblems are definitely going to be very helpful. Right now, to open that first boss gate, they're going to need 2 emblems. Eventually, we aren't going to want them. The cap, so to speak, where the emblems become garbage is going to be 48, but we are far away from that.
Okay, so interesting. So they're doing. I wonder how many emblems they have available.
Things that allow us to actually complete some of the missions.
Okay. Let's go.
Usually it comes a bit faster than that.
Okay.
Oh, maybe right
Who
now.
knows? Maybe we'll get one
So
right
I guess I could explain a little bit how an Archipelago works. If for some reason you're watching a reaction video to an Archipelago randomizer and you have no idea how it works. Specifically for Sonic Adventure 2, what it does is takes all of the levels and you can customize literally everything about it. But just for the sake, I'm going to go with explaining how they're doing it. So I believe that they are going to have 3 gates and
that will
each
unlock
set of levels is going to have
progression
6
item
levels
for us
within them,
so that we
and
can
then
unlock
when they
more
get
gates
enough
with more
emblems, they're
levels,
going to be able to fight a
get more
boss, which
objectives.
allows them to
So
unlock the
after
next set of
doing this,
gates.
I'll
Do they
get
have Deathlink?
like
Oh, they
40
didn't do
about.
Deathlink. Ugh. Might want to up the audio.
And again, the missions.
The audio for
each
this?
level and each level, it's completely randomized.
No.
When I'm not talking, it says I'm at minus 25 decibels. Is that really not loud enough?
With
Is
Archipelago.
that really not loud
You know,
enough?
Sonic Adventure 2
that
is
really not loud
one
enough?
of the more popular speed games, but what makes it so much different is
Oh, I probably just double audioed. I forgot I was using the desktop audio.
at any given time are making split-second decisions.
Echo.
So, you know,
I mean, if you want to watch
while it may
this,
look like they're doing
if
things
you want to
different,
watch
every
this like
decision they're
normally,
doing is
because I would
calculated.
imagine the point of clicking on the reaction video is to listen to my commentary over what's happening.
A reverse.
So
This
if you
is
just want to watch the video, then go watch the video. You know?
This is gonna reverse the analog controls. So the
I'm very wary of being told to turn up the audio on stream now, because slowly over the course of time, I kept getting, oh, turn the audio up. Oh, turn the audio up slightly. And it got to the point to where the audio was just extremely loud. Which I know, it's Sonic Adventure 2, so of course we have to have the background be just as loud as everything talking. Or everyone talking, but...
Once again.
Yeah, these traps are definitely going to waste a lot of time. Most of them you can mitigate.
What checks are enabled? I'm pretty sure it's like Seen Big,
Do you have
upgrades,
a quick moment?
and
Very important
golden
to
beetles.
mention.
Absolutely.
Because I don't know if anybody's been looking at the donation total, but we got a $10,000.
Yo, $10,000 donation. Woo! I don't think they explained it. Either that or I talked over it, what checks they have enabled.
Yeti here.
Anyway, so I was in the middle of explaining what a randomized, what an archipelago is.
Shout out to
So
all of our
you
contributing
can
artists
set
for our official
what,
SGDQ tool
the whole
for
idea of it is that
collection. Thank you to
all of the
Eagles,
items of the game are randomized throughout the game, and you can set what we have a thing called checks. And what happens is when you do a certain action, like what Emerldd did right there, he destroyed the gold beetle, that sends a check being like, all right, when you generate the seed of an archipelago, it pre-places all of the items throughout the entire game. So the seed decided to put, I think, an emblem there. So when Emerldd destroyed the gold beetle, it sent an emblem over to Dawn. And again, like I explained before, because they're doing co-op, man, Dawn's having some issues.
Which is the
Over there.
Chao in a stage. Typically, you would need the Mystic Melody for that, but again, as
Upgrade
stated,
big
Shadow doesn't really
gold
need
beetle
them
level.
as
Oh,
upgrades
okay.
Actually, you're doing my jungle. Let me do a different stage. But you don't really need his upgrades to do that. We can just do a spin dash jump to get to the top of the bridge and get the.
That's what I love about Adventure 2 is like a lot. Oh, they have a death counter. That's cool.
Really cool because some of the
Wait, how do you activate the death counter? That's really fun. I'm probably gonna do a randomizer after this as well for myself because it's fun.
So many times you're bound to see something you've never seen before in this archipelago.
Like this big.
Yeah.
Wait, what is? Oh, that's the fishing. Okay.
Yeah, I swear they put the big locations. You need the Prima guide.
Oh, you can go forward there. I'm looking at Dawn's screen. I didn't know you could go forward.
The flame ring is
With the
gonna allow
Lost Chow.
Sonic to break those steel
Is that an
containers.
Undertale reference? I know like 2 Undertale references and don't know anything about Deltarune because I have no interest in either of those games.
There it is.
There it is.
Huge.
Okay, this is interesting. Wow, Emerldd. I love that even in the speed runs, they're going straight to the speed stages. I feel
Okay, awesome. This is M3M1.
I wouldn't be surprised if they had done they had used race mod for the treasure hunting stages, but I guess that would have been a little bit too outside of a showcase like this because it wouldn't be how. You know, because one of the cool things about GDQ is obviously the translation from the unknown to the known through the commentary. Because games are obviously an abstract concept, having it to where you have people help understand what's happening. I think having a mod in addition to that would be a little bit silly. So I imagine they have no mods enabled for SA2, maybe other than like one to make it not crash. Yo! Emerldd got the sunglasses! Super useful.
Those missions are going to be randomized, so those are like what it pulls from for each given level.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what you can expect.
And so we just got another progression.
So they're trying to get as many checks as possible, so hopefully in the treasure hunting in the mech stages.
Put those sunglasses on.
I'll be interested to see how it ends. If the
This is an example of where we're gonna have to get a little creative here. There's a Big the Cat that's far off to the side. I'm gonna do a slope jump spin dash.
so do you
jump
just
there.
have to see Big?
I bet you've never seen this one
And there's
before.
Big the Cat.
Big.
Oh, so for the big check, you find big and then you do the fishing minigame. Oh, okay. I thought that was a trap.
To make it a little easier. And then we're
Hey, Dawn's got an emblem. What's up, Shax? Yep, I'm running SA2. I'm currently playing right now. Here, it's like the people who stream football and stuff. I'll just pretend to use the controller. Like they stream NFL games, but they pretend they're playing like an NFL or a Madden game. Yeah, I know. I'm just that goated right now.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a full run of City Escape here and get just about every check in one go.
But you can't get magic hands, Dawn.
Upgrade in the iron boxes. I actually need the bounce ability to get that.
It's cool seeing people, because I haven't watched an SA2 speedrun in a while. I don't really like watching SA2 speedruns because they're, I definitely have the mentality of more, I like speedruns where you just play the game but really fast and good versus like glitching and exploiting stuff, and SA2 has a lot of glitches and things like that. So this is really cool because they're not doing, like they have to not do stuff. Big D posing on the side there.
Sonic, where are you walking?
Waifu's downloaded Time to Whale. Okay.
All right, coming up here is.
It looks so different.
Trick I was just talking about.
Different species can look different.
I'll kind of maybe try to explain it after I do it because it is a really difficult trick. But we'll see what happens.
Do you see how different humans look from each other? Everyone who's not American makes fun of Americans all the time. Oh, here we go. The Green Forest wall run. That's pretty cool. He lost it, sadly. But
sure, I'll show it one more time. The check's right there.
Okay.
Let's go, Emerldd.
I'm so sad. I wish they did Deathlink. That would have been so funny. But honestly, the randomizer probably would have taken too long had they done Deathlink.
Spring, because the camera doesn't like to agree with us after we go past a certain point.
All right, get a little gravity control. I think this is something like SA1. I don't know if SA1 does it, but SA2 has it to where in order to simulate slope physics, they actually just change the gravity depending on what the angle is. Like, it's super weird.
Actually, all of the loops in this game, there's a trigger that sets your speed, and you need Sonic to be going fast enough to be able to clear the loop. So we use that while also changing Sonic's gravity to being sideways. That's why we get on the side of the loop. So down is sideways, and then we use the speed from the loop speed to run up the tree and skip that huge section there. And I got the air shoes for it, so it was nice.
Good thing you saved white.
Easy to add magic hands to the PO6, adding all of the upgrades, just everything.
The only time this upgrade is actually going to help.
It would be fun to find more unique upgrades in PO6 for sure.
It's a little bit annoying to have to make because we have to go down and check the upgrade. But if we don't have the air shoes, that jump becomes really hard. Otherwise, yeah, there is the trail of.
So we're back. Oh, Dawn's finally doing not speed stage.
Okay, well, I could mess it up on stage.
What upgrade do they need to add to PO6 Shax?
A little bit on Dawn's screen. Dawn got
I could only imagine.
like the 100 rings. But what Dawn is actually going to do is utilize the back ring. If you get hit in these levels...
Yeah, it's the reason a lot of the skips are even possible. Which makes me wonder, I'll have to ask Chaos, like, how does his slope physics work? How he made them versus, like, how they work in the SA1 and SA2 games.
So just, like, a really good showcase of routing from both of these runners. That's, like, an experience thing for sure.
That's the only thing that kind of sucks about doing Sonic randomizers is you're just hopping back into stages over and over and over again. Which, like, the backtracking is natural when you do a randomizer. Oh, that's cute right there. What's up, Legendary Hedgie? Welcome to the stream.
He's just hiding here.
Do you have time for a Pumpkin Hill related donation?
I'm pretty sure PO6 loops are just fully automated. Like it's just a script.
Ahoy hoy, who says, "What's your favorite Knuckles lyric, and why is it unlike Sonic? I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscles."
Oh, it's what's the one? Fucking. No, not give me the emeralds or die, I don't love you. It's the one in Death Chamber.
Shout out to PoryGone.
Shout out to PoryGone.
Okay, yeah, this is good. Wait. Huh? 2. Okay, thank you, audience. You got me. Let's go.
Having the audience help count the traps. That's classic.
Couldn't do without him.
Ooh, shovel claws for Knuckles. That's huge on Emerald's
Okay, so I
side.
just got a really good progression item. I got
Yep.
Knuckles shovel claws.
Nice.
We're just gonna open up
I
a
said it
lot of
first,
chances.
Emerldd.
Hunting so
God.
much easier. Like those are already.
Oh, I did not know that that's where Big was over here. You damn right, Knuckles. Is that Death Chamber or is that somewhere else?
Good for fast checks, but the hard part is you do need a lot of upgrades for the hunting levels, or else you can't get said checks. So the runners really try to. Put
Yeah, essentially they need both the digging item and the iron
Game
box
actually walks you out of being
item.
able to progress through a lot of those stages until you get the dig.
That is Death Chamber? Oh,
You
okay.
actually need to dig
Yeah, we also have
first,
Rouge. She's sexy and smooth.
and it will not let you continue. Until
What's up, folkses? Welcome to the stream. How you doing?
Also, I know we had that donation for our favorite Knuckles lyric, but I want to open it up to everybody at home. What is your favorite mission/stage in this game? We're gonna say ours on stage.
Oh,
and
heck,
make sure
speed
to put some
runs.
donations
Oh, we'll listen to them
in.
first, I guess.
We're curious to know. I'm gonna start if that's fine. So my favorite, I mean, I love Pyramid Cave. Pyramid Cave, can't go wrong with Pyramid Cave. But my least favorite, if you've ever tried to beat this game 100%, you know Eternal Engine Mission 5, bane of our existence. What about you, Savik?
My favorite would definitely be Final Chase Skipless. Love that stage.
Savik,
And,
what?
As far as stages I do not like, or missions rather.
Savik, I liked you,
Rush
dude.
Mission 2 specifically when you speedrun it. Casually, not so bad. Speedrunning though, oof, not like
Final chase. The damn
I'll
tubes?
say for me that honestly, like I'm sure many of you at home played the Mission 5s for the mech stages, as like Hex was talking about. As that Lost Colony M5 is my least favorite one because there's like platforms at the very beginning of the stage that you can accidentally shoot.
I like
and
the
it just
idea
falls
of the
down
tubes, but they
immediately
don't.
die. Like,
They're
it's
not really
really trying
fun
to mess
either
with
in
people, and
Adventure
it always
2
like
or in
really
Shadow
central.
Gens.
But my favorite mission is definitely Pyramid Cave Mission 1, the one you play in the story. It's just fast. It's it's my favorite to speedrun as well. So.
Yeah, I would say my least favorite is definitely, at least growing up, was Final Chase M4. It is what single-handedly stopped me from getting 180 emblems because I could not beat it no matter what I did. I would say as a speedrun, Green Forest is my favorite because Wall Run is just so cool. I'm glad I got to show it off. But yeah, let us know at home what's your favorite stages or least favorite if you have a terrible.
Oh, Emerldd and Dawn, I'm sure you're very interested on what my favorite and least favorite stages in Adventure 2
Well, people are working on those answers. Would you like some other
Oh my
lovely
goodness, my
donations
least
you have?
favorite stage
Because you have so many lovely donations
is-
from community
Yes, please.
members.
Go for it.
I don't even know.
I've got $25 for you.
It's
from
gotta be like
Midnight,
Mad
who says,
Space, right? I imagine that they didn't say any treasure hunting stages because as a speedrunner you learn the treasure hunting sets. That only applies to Mission 1. But Mad Space Mission 1 is just so garbage. If you don't know exactly where to go, like that stage, despite it being ahead of its time or doing it before Mario, Mad Space is just so bad. It is not fun to play, like, at all. Neither is Egg Quarters. Honestly, honorable mention to Egg Quarters for least favorite stage. That one's not fun either. Favorite is probably Metal Harbor or Green Forest.
This looks really
for
cool.
sure.
I want to try it, but oh, it looks so hard. It is extremely customizable. You can make the settings as easy or as difficult as you want.
Nice,
And honestly,
Murray?
It's a really good time. So if this
Okay.
interests you, it's so down to earth, and you can jump in with little to no experience.
That would be interesting if they made Space Colony 2 the focus of the tubes, because I do think that they could have worked in 2D. Like, 2D kind of tames them.
Also, yeah, shout out to
A little bit.
PoryGone right behind us.
Yeah, we'll give proper shout outs later, but those, yeah, glad that they could join us.
And honestly, shout out to the
Hidden Base is the one you're thinking of. Hidden Base is... I don't know if Hidden Base is the worst mech stage. It probably is.
Honestly.
Like, it's so bad. Eternal Engine saves, for me anyway, Eternal Engine is saved by the music.
For some reason, if you face him towards the outside,
It's not particularly great. Pretty much all of the Tales mech stages can be contenders for worst mech stage. They're not very good.
Yeah, one of the tricks you might have just seen me do is I just flew through
Prison
the
Lane
water.
is okay.
It's something called monitor clip. While we activate that hint there, it makes it solid. and
Far
then we'll
worse
stand
than
against
Hidden
the wall and do a
Base?
spiral
Nah.
upper to just very
The
barely
only
nudge us into the wall before
issue
all
I've
the
ever
way
had
up.
with
Just
Mission
some
Street
really
is trying to do the
Yeah, I know I
not the
said
zero
that,
cycle
going
skip,
up
but at
is
least
not
go
the
that way where you
logic,
take
but
the
as
one
long as
tube
you
all the way
guys
up.
get
You can get
somewhere,
the hover against a wall and you die.
whatever they want just to save time.
Yo, what's up, Lima? I know that's a lie because you watched the Sonic Adventure era Pentafecta race in which Chaos
it's actually
Rev and I did do aquatic mine that fast because we had the IL
A
sets.
little bit of a shutter on the steel tower, and underneath it.
Okay, is this gold beetle? I forgot if this is gold. Yeah, this is the gold beetle for Meteor Herd.
And it's gonna be
Yo, the laser blaster!
Keep an eye out for that.
That's the upgrade that gives Eggman the green shot that explodes in AoE.
Bro.
The audience loves the double.
It's like a double
big.
rainbow.
The double big was insane.
Got a double shield from those couple.
double shield, dude. Wait, is it the same thing?
They're both holding shields. How is that possible?
Cosmic Wall is fantastic.
All
Okay,
right,
so
this
here's...
clip is semi.
Wait, what happened here?
Ah,
Oh, I didn't know that this is how...
there we go.
There we go.
Wait, so how does he get out? Is it just one-sided? Oh, restart the stage. That makes sense.
Not a super helpful upgrade.
Not a very
Dude,
exciting...
he's almost got all of the Shadow upgrades. That's so funny. Shadow doesn't need a single upgrade to complete any stage in his story, so it's just a bunch of junk.
I think we have
Getting
time for
Shadow's
a
upgrades.
Pippi, if you want to read one off.
Oh, I would love to. Here's $25 for you from Lingo, who says, a message for Emerldd, Dawn, Savick, and Hex. You're all great. Less than 3.
Thank you.
Aw, cute.
Appreciate it, Lingo.
Do you have time for
I don't know who
one more?
Lingo is.
Go for it.
I agree with Lingo, though. They're all great people.
Best of luck, gamers. Thoroughly enjoying comms from Hex, Savick, and Gabe.
Shadow does have more stages. If you play Hero's Story, there's this character called Sonic the Hedgehog that has 6 stages in the exact same style as Shadow.
If you
Thank
hear
you,
somebody
Gabe.
more than anybody else, it's Gabe, and he's the hype man of the crowd for sure.
100%.
One of just the most supportive people that I've ever met. So shout outs to Gabe for always bringing the hype.
Yeah, super sweet guy.
Oh, Dawn's got the red Chaos Emerald. I missed when he collected that.
Get an emerald.
I did.
Nice.
Ooh.
First Chaos Emerald.
That's where Big is in Skyrail?
So yeah, those are scattered, and that's the win condition. So
Shadow has 10 levels. What do you mean?
That's the better.
Which character is known to have met the president of the United States in person? Sonic.
Yeah.
Yay! Emerald knows his trivia.
Right there, one of the trivia traps. There's going to be another trap coming up.
do this.
My personal favorite, the math trap, and I'm going to make a little wager here. So. I'm a math guy, graduated with a math degree. For every math trap that comes up, Dawn and Em are gonna throw it to me. If I get it wrong, it's $20, but if I get them all right, it's $50.
Speaking of,
27 and 36.
Oh, fuck, man. I think it's 45.
wait,
Please?
44.
No. Well, that's $20.
Great example.
All right.
Most of the math traps are just the Pythagorean theorem. And they said that the Pythagorean theorem would never be useful in my life, and here we are.
Wager for every death I take, including that one, it's gonna be $5.
Did I say 45 or
So-
44?
and that's just my deaths, by the way, not counting M's. I'm not trying to break the bank that much. If anyone would like to join me at home as well, feel free.
That's tough.
Oh, come on, Dawn.
Move that emerald.
Oh, damn, the gold beetle ran away.
So mean.
Do you have time for
Why did he say 44? Because he guessed?
Go for it.
$10 from
Why did that hurt you?
You know, Final Hazard is my favorite level. Being like 8 and seeing that stuff for the first time, you just can't beat it.
We'll probably see that one.
Extreme dedication. I guarantee, though, there's not a single... There are 2 types of people in this world. The people who used a guide to find the Final Chase hidden big location, and liars. Because it is next to impossible to find big there. In fact, most of the guides, because I looked it up for the, what did I look it up for? I think the Shadow Generations video. The guides literally did not have the Final Chase one. So I had to like scour and like really dig deep to figure out where Big was. It's insane where they hit him.
And leave.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, Dawn showcasing that.
44
Shadows
ain't divisible by 9.
Not needed. You can just skip it right there.
Oh, is that the rule for those triangles? If they're all divisible by the same number, that's what it is.
Also, M getting one of the craziest bigs in the game.
Where is he? Where is he? I'll show him before I leave.
Yeah, he's up high.
Oh, Pong Trap.
Oh, no.
Sorry. Big the Cat's all the way
Because
up there,
I don't
heading
think
to
that's the case.
Let's see. Cityscape.
Oh, now we're in the lull. Everything's explained, so now they're just looking for checks and reacting to what's happening.
Thank you, Gabe.
Ah, I see. a little pattern recognition. I don't know if it's 45, actually.
Skyrail is one of the best stages in Archipelago, honestly.
Let me
because there's so many
check
great
here.
checks.
Can I put
And
this
you
on
don't
screen?
need
I can't
a
put it on
single
screen.
upgrade to do
What was it?
everything
27.
So we love to see that as runners.
Can I square with this? I can. 27
Ramp skip.
plus
That's the time,
36.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can confirm.
What? Oh, it did square root of 3, not 36.
Light shoes. That's a really nice one, getting the light dash.
Yeah, that's very useful for sure.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
It also just helps.
Where?
There's a lot of missions in this game that that are M2 where you have a trail of rings with the speed characters.
It is
that
45.
make 'em
Hey,
way,
fun
way faster
fact,
to have like that.
45 squared is 2025, which is the year this is recorded. So that's
Go ahead
fun.
and try to complete Aquatic Mine M4.
Funnily convenient, too.
It's possible, but not likely. So we'll see.
Yeah, you could. You could.
It'll be really
Did they switch the audio just for City Escape? Because that's hilarious. I haven't been paying attention to whose audio is playing.
Can I give you a very special donation that's really relevant?
Go for it.
I've got $25 for you from Sister Iris, who says, good luck, Dawn and Em. Super excited for you both, and the run's going to be great. Here's hoping at least one of you gets an early dig upgrade.
I did. I got it.
Emerald's almost got all of the Knuckles upgrades, too.
Unfortunately, I was able to finish the stage, so it worked out.
I wonder why they didn't do chow boxes. I imagine they wanted to limit the amount of checks, of course. Escape from the City does bring views.
Expect that to work.
I could absolutely see someone going onto Twitch and clicking on
May as well go.
GDQ Sonic Adventure 2, and if City Escape wasn't playing, they just they peace out.
And
Sonic.
That can be a trap sometimes.
Is it Sonic or is it Eggman? I can literally count it.
I think it's Knuckles, right?
It's Sonic.
Sonic or Eggman?
Sonic has the most stages, so he has to.
When in doubt, go with the title character. It's usually a good one.
The Sonic, because Eggman has 5 stages. He has Iron Gate,
We win these.
Lost Colony, Sand Ocean, Weapons Bed, and Cosmic Wall. Is that it? Or does he have 6 stages? Does one of his stages... Did I say Lost Colony? Yo, what's up, Amazon? How's it going?
Rings, that's actually helpful.
Are you in the M2?
Welcome to the stream. What?
That's nice.
That's
Because
actually
Iron
something
Gate,
you can, like, actually start
Weapons
routing
Bed,
in
Lost
a way
Colony,
where it's,
Sand
like,
Ocean,
in between
Cosmic
stages
Wall.
and, you know, somebody gets 20 rings at the
Am
end
I?
of it.
I feel like I'm
If
missing
you're the other
one.
person, then we can just make that M2 a little bit easier and a little bit faster.
One cool thing I'm gonna do here is usually you need the sunglasses to do this mission quickly, but there's actually this hidden.
Cool, Hedgie.
Just hidden behind the pillar.
How come I'm watching SA2? Because this is the SGDQ Sonic Adventure 2 co-op randomizer run, which I was interested in. So I figured I'd watch it on stream. Yo! Wow, that's a nice way to get the air necklace.
I would love to share a donation or two. I've got
How
$25
come
from
you're
Lily
doing
Sam,
a
who's
Sonic
hoping
thing,
from
you
the
Sonic
audience.
content
They say
creator?
This is the easiest emerald hunt of my life.
Good
He's
question.
on stage.
Wait, it's true.
I am watching SA2 Squared right now.
Sam.
Do you have time for a couple?
What should I be doing instead, Amazon? Playing
Wonderful.
Fortnite, probably?
Here's $100 for you from one David J, who says, "Hey Em and Don."
What's up, Bangana?
David here from the back couch area with so many
don't run
friends who are
SA2?
here supporting both of you.
I've done SA2 randomizers in the past, though, and I'm gonna do an SA2 randomizer after we finish watching this. Hopefully. I imagine this is gonna take 4 hours.
Everyone who helped reach the Big the Cat in
This isn't Leon running fast. I played, like, Haley was gone last night, so I played, like, 3 hours of Resident Evil 4. I'm doing only New Game Plus because there's a high possibility that I will play Separate Ways and Assignment 8 on stream. So I'm just playing through, I just played through from a new game again. I just got to Island. I gotta say, I might be a Blacktail guy over a Red 9 guy now. Because I tried some different guns. I think right now I have the Blacktail, the Striker, the semi-auto rifle, and the Broken Butterfly.
Right now.
I do believe I just saw a bounce bracelet for Sonic.
Huge.
Yeah, as soon as I got bounce bracelet, I said it's
Shadow hadn't robbed the bank
You know what
yet?
that means, right?
And I have to ask.
I'll try it. I'll try.
Wait,
Let's get a hex skip
how?
going.
I'll
There's
go
Shadow,
for it.
because Shadow,
A bit of a lore on hex skip. So
isn't Shadow appearing in Radical Highway, like,
and later
prior
on,
to
a
City Escape?
cool skip that most runners do is called snake skip, where you do a gravity bounce on the snake to get to a later part in the level. So there's actually
I love that.
alternative
Super bounce
strats
is
for
so
hex
great.
skip. One of my favorite strats, not biased at all, but what it basically does is
Broken Butterfly, Resident Evil 4.
You're gonna do a gravity bounce using loop speed, and it's.
I
gonna
could get
let you
Leon?
later
What?
level. it looks really, really cool, but it's so much harder than it looks. So if M can pull this off...
Well, City Escape is after Iron Gate, yes. It has to be after Iron Gate because Shadow's released.
Super cool because you can't do it without the bounce bracelet, so...
But I always figured Radical Highway...
Whoa, good still morning.
Yo, what's up, Real Butter Slappo? Thank you so much for the tier 1 for 21 months, dude. You are 3 away from that 2 years in the Subscriber Hall of Fame below the stream.
Here it comes.
Because I figure, what does the mission say for Radical Highway? Isn't to escape it?
Here's gonna land on this wall, and
So I thought Shadow robbed the bank, because that's why he's on the news. And Eggman's watching the news.
It pretty much almost got it there, just the height, but I mean, you know, that was close. It's close. But yeah, you see the skip, it is very hard, and guess how much time it saves?
Because I kind of figured that, like, Hero's story doesn't start until after Radical Highway. Oh, I missed what Emerldd was doing. I assume he was doing the palm tree gravity control. I've seen that before, and it looks absolutely stupid. Oh, he's gonna go again.
Yeah,
Because this skip is cool too. Look
God, that's so ridiculous.
I mean, pretty much got it there.
Yeah, so I always thought he robbed the bank, and then he encounters Sonic after that's over. I don't remember. I haven't, like, watched the cutscenes of SA2, much less played Dark Story in a while. I do want to play the full story mod. Maybe that'll be a small sub goal for
One of just the most
the Unleashed thing.
knowledgeable people on this game. Just a wealth of information on this game, and just a really knowledgeable person in general. Always able to answer any questions that people have with this game and explains it in such a way that anyone can understand. So Savic's done a lot, especially for...
Oh yeah, Savic's the GOAT.
So,
Even though he likes Final Chase, he's still the GOAT. Incredible dude. I absolutely loved meeting him at SGDQ. Sad I didn't get to go this year.
So I'm having a bit of an evil seed here. Some of these missions are...
Arrest Sonic the moment Shadow was released, then Sonic runs away.
The unfortunate part is I don't have bounce bracelet like M. We're gonna get double pyramid cave. Let's go.
Double MC,
You
I
think?
believe.
Yeah, what's funny?
We're gonna have to do some
I don't
research.
have light dash, so I have to be.
Yo, what's up, Reynolds? How you doing? Welcome to the stream.
And you have my bounce bracelet.
You can see. You can see how this would be kind of annoying.
Oh my gosh, they're synced. No
Which
way.
upgrade is better?
I mean, this is really the beauty of Archipelago, though. We have to see creativity from the runners. This is not...
God, co-op looks so fun when you're playing with someone that's like a similar skill level to you. I would say, from what I know, is that Dawn sort of speed runs like every Sonic game, or at the very least has learned the speed run of like every 3D Sonic game. I think he mostly does SA2 stuff though.
You kind of don't know the full scope.
So I'm pretty sure him and Emerldd are pretty similar caliber.
Somebody who gets insane decision paralysis, seeing these guys' brains work at speeds that I can't even comprehend.
Pyramid Cave squared, and he's already back in.
Down in terms of
Yo, Zen!
Hi, Mom.
Thank you so much for the 21 months. I really appreciate that.
upgrades and the
And
ability.
I should do more reaction content. This is so easy.
So trying to get the checks as quick as possible.
Oh my gosh. It's only fun though when you have good content to react to, I guess.
Bit earlier, but
It means you're allowed to play with me.
way too long.
Okay, anyway, Legendary Hedgie. I explained it a little bit before in this stream, so I'll be a bit more abridged. Is that how SA2 works in terms of mimicking slope physics? Is it actually changes the character's gravity when they're at different angles. So you can abuse that through different states that don't reset your gravity back, like the bounce bracelet. So with doing that and the jump dash, you're able to delay the gravity switching back to normal. To do skips like that. It's the same principle that works for the Flame Core, or not Flame Core, Green Forest wall run.
What are you doing up there?
He's just vibing.
So how does the fishing minigame work? Do you have to like...
I can't tell if it's really beautiful or really scary that Big the Cat's watching over us all.
Yes.
Yes.
No wonder some YouTubers do it all the time. Dude, I can't believe some YouTubers like Asmongold, like they literally upload 4 things of reaction content every single day. And all of those videos get like 1 million views. Like that's absolutely bananas.
Wait.
Bro can do one stream and make like $10,000. That's the beauty, man. That's the beauty of this. It's why it's so intoxicating to try to become a popular content creator. He has editors. Like, he has editors that take his stuff and clip it together and things like that.
It's a little bit more complicated than that. It's like a point system, but we don't have to go into all that.
Yeah. thankfully.
Well, I like reaction content because it's not about how easy or hard something is. Like, it's always cool to see someone accomplish something that's difficult to do. But also, if it just provides value to me, if it's entertaining, like, entertainment can come in many forms, regardless of how easy or difficult it is to do something.
Mission 3s or mission 4s. If you play this game casually, I think
That's why I really don't like the argument of like, wow, this is so easy. You shouldn't get money for this because I can sit here and do it. Well, here's the thing: is you're not sitting here and doing it.
Snake skip, and because Dawn doesn't have bounce, we got to see skipless. We have seen it all today.
The many shades of Pyramid King.
If I had to see, I don't know. Because I only watched one Asmongold video, and I think it was for the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. And from what I understand, he tends to be left-leaning, from what I understand.
Gerald.
So, oh man, if M got that question wrong. So I would say that's a pretty big benefit.
Your favorite mission?
No.
Also, when that's your point,
because there's just long stretches of no ring.
and I'm gonna dip this. This is not a, because I don't talk about this stuff on stream, but it's relevant now. This is not an invitation to continue this conversation. I'm just gonna say it as more of an outsider. Is that it's really easy to make fun of Trump regardless of what you think about him. So. He is just a gold mine for content creators.
Right now, because we do have a check coming up if we delay completion.
Oh, is he? I just didn't know.
And it is a doozy.
Well, then never mind.
Yeah, it's the gold.
Hello,
beetle
Sydney.
here. There's a rail. I'm sure you're familiar with the rails in Final Rush where they're like kind of vertical.
Well, I guess you can tell I've only watched one Asmongold video then.
And there's this gold beetle that spawns really high up in the air, and it's a little scary to do the bounce way to get the most height because you can go too high and not have proper height. So I'm gonna be. This should be good.
I'm looking for a while. Hey, no worries. I appreciate it.
I made that look easy. It's pretty.
I'm glad you're enjoying the stream while you work. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream of me watching a stream and talking about other stuff.
In Final Rush, that's like almost vanilla. Yeah.
Practically, yeah. Not in the upgrade spot, but.
Well, yeah, that's the case of it too. Is that the world is it's funny, you know, you talk about small world or whatever, but the world is also like.
Nice. Yeah, that's good.
I don't think so.
Iron boxes with Knuckles.
I don't know.
Yes, Knuckles. Also, I had something I was gonna say and I forgot about it.
Can I buy you some time to think about it?
But I know I'm immediately discredited because obviously I was wrong about Asmongold's political views. But there are a lot of people in the world and a lot of people on the internet, so his audience is only a less than a percentage fraction of people on the planet.
3D Sonic game.
You find it transformative? Find what transformative?
Yes.
What I do?
For that much money, absolutely.
Well, anyway, the whole point, the original point that I want to get back to is that,
Go for it.
Because here's $25.
I just get annoyed when it's like, oh, this thing was easy to do, so therefore this person should not get rewarded for doing something that's incredibly easy to do. And it's like, if it provides value, then fucking go for it, man. You know, and if it's so easy to do, then you do it too. And see how easy it is.
Both done challenges where we try to beat every 3D mainline Sonic game as fast as we can.
The Emerald's in the middle of the screen, so for the randomizer, you have to, because Sonic Adventure 2 is normally a linear game, and randomizers tend to work best when they're more Metroidvania-like. Any of the checks that Emerldd and Dawn can find nets them one of the Chaos Emeralds, or has the possibility of one of the Chaos Emeralds. When they get all the Chaos Emeralds, that's going to unlock Green Hill Zone. When they complete Green Hill Zone, it's going to send them to Final Hazard, and then they'll win.
For hours and hours. So if that interests you, definitely go check it out. And yeah, I can't vouch for it enough.
He Hex just shielded. I don't know who he shielded. I was in the middle of talking.
How have you occurred to me?
We both had very scary moments there, but you know what? We'll get through
That's
it.
fine. I gotta check here.
And I'm actually getting to show off.
Well, there's always jealousy in doing something that's perceived as easy.
Cool mission to show off too. I know I was talking about how.
But that's the crazy thing, is that just because it looks easy doesn't mean it's actually easy.
So because we're in.
But that's the interesting thing, is when you talk to successful people about what they do, like Kai, he'll probably tell you that it's easy as shit what he does. And I think I remember seeing like a Small Ant clip of where he, where he's like, yeah, I literally go down to the basement, play video games for 2 hours, and like $10,000 ends up in my bank account, or something like that. I'm paraphrasing what the short is. But the thing is with successful people is that they usually get so good at what they do, it is easy for them. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's an easy thing to do. It's just easy for them to do. Like what I talk about with like PO6.
Outside of Archipelago that I would have ever known.
Like some people, I don't think I'm that good at a game. Some people think I'm really good at the game. I think it's really easy to be good at the game.
That's like the craziest big I've ever seen. I never knew that one existed, and I already know there's someone going to the comment section on YouTube to say, hey, I found that when I was younger.
Yeah, again, just the big locations and even the golden beta locations of this game are put in.
Oh, there you go. Oh, he did the big final chase check.
That it was just so you buy the Prima guide.
And speaking of bigs that you've probably never seen,
it usually usually comes from jealousy. Yeah.
You're still not gonna see it until I show it off after this. But
It's my viewpoint is that it's because a person is not happy with their current situation, so they tend to hate as a means of justification. Yeah, there's big right there. You can barely see him, dude. Why did they put him there?
Whoa. Gravity tubes being gravity tubes, classic.
Oops.
It is way harder.
It's actually an incredible dodge. That enemy could have killed you.
Yeah, that is
Oh, I have no idea who you're talking about.
#1 op when it comes to anybody who's done like a 180 run of this game, or if you want to do this level, because if you die, you have no rings for that section, and I guarantee.
But yeah, that's my little spiel for the folks who like the business side, which is shit I love talking about. That's why I really enjoy doing these reaction things. Every so often, because it gives me the chance to actually sit here and talk. It's sort of like, it's more, I like doing it less to react to the thing and more that it becomes more of a just chatting stream.
We're gonna line up and do it one more time.
A just chatting stream with a little flair.
This is one of the more mean bosses to get.
Oh, I'm excited. I want to watch this here and see if Emerldd gets the, one cycle. Or 0 cycle? I don't know.
Do you have a moment for a quick update and also some lovely donations?
That happens a lot too. I definitely had it happen, especially. Why is the sky dark?
Lining up to hit this spring again.
All right, let's see if he gets it before I continue my rant.
You're gonna land on the top of this pulley. From here, we're gonna do a spin dash jump across the gap. Now we are safe.
Come
now
on.
we can complete the mission.
Oh, easy. He's got it. He's got it. Let's go.
Time for some donos.
Yes.
Oh, come on,
I just
guys.
wanted to point out that
0 cycle is cool.
$440,000.
Yo, go Emerldd. Woo!
Thank you so much, everyone, for your lovely donations. And I also
Can't snap your fingers and get 500K subs. But that's the thing, Verge, is that sometimes that can happen.
Definitely crazy gadgets.
How I like to look at it, and this was something that I not more recently found, but like more recently found a way to articulate through like the business people that I watch, is I think a really cool way to look at success is to view it as you're building a bridge. And nobody, like, some people will care when you start building a bridge, but you're building the bridge brick by brick.
Didn't like that one.
And here's the best part. You don't know how long the bridge has to be.
Let's try it.
So you're building a bridge brick by brick. You don't know how long it is, but when you lay the final brick and it happens and you win, it looks like it happened overnight, despite it being the brick lane. And that's what I love. That's what I love about the second channel here, is that when that moment happens and it looks like I got massively successful overnight, you will be able to see all of the brick pieces underneath, which is cool. Wow, Legendary Hedgie, some supporter.
So we did
How do checks work? You can set it in the custom settings of the randomizer. Like the randomizer that I'm going to be doing after we finish watching this is going to be
but at least completing
chow keys and upgrades and completing levels. It's just you do a thing, you get an item. So what they're doing is that when they find big, they do a little mini game. When they complete the mini game, they get an item. When they find an upgrade in a level, they get an item. When they complete a level, when they complete a mission, rather, get an item.
Always remember to be yourself.
True.
So true.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I actually used a trick here to go ahead and skip up here because it normally walks you onto the upgrade planet. But
Yeah.
I want to go ahead and get
And
these
that's the
guys
hard
fast.
thing too, is that sometimes like
Not we've been
it could have
there.
happened where like 2 years ago I just had a short that was massively successful and then
Screen right now.
would not be there. And while I'm obviously not super happy with the fact that
Just in case.
I'm barely making means every single month in order to continue doing what I'm doing, I'm happy about it in a way. And one, it's getting me used to
Can I
the situation and living like with this and like this, and still doing the thing that I really care about in order to like, despite the fact that there's not little reward, like I'm very happy and extremely appreciative of what everyone so far who's found the content and support the content does, whether that's through liking, subscribing, sharing, giving monetarily via subs or gift subs and stuff like that.
Quickly point out, so what he's going to do.
And what I really like about this is that there's going to be this whole slew, this whole 3, 4, 5 years where you're going to be able to see what it was like. Because that's why I try to talk about it as transparently as possible, is to make it so that you can go back in any video and kind of see what the mindset is.
May I share a fun donation?
Go for it.
Here's $75 from Hex's biggest fan.
Yeah, right. Oh no, not the snake minigame. That was a terrible spot to get that.
$75 of fan tip.
I think those are that's my family actually.
But yeah, sometimes successful streamers can just have like one video that really pops off and then they're set for life. That's the allure of content creation.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do Eternal Engine here. It's a bit of a long stage.
And at least from my perspective, I've really found that, at least when it comes to entertainment, is that the entertainment does not have to be good. It just has to resonate with people.
Yeah, and I think
The problem is that you don't know what resonates with people. You know what resonates with you. So at least in terms of my mindset is that I try to make stuff that resonates with me. And not hyper fixate on trying to get every single audio line as perfect as possible. If I have some ums and ahs in there when I'm streaming,
at least 2 that I know.
or if I make a thumbnail that's like not the entirely perfect thumbnail, like that's okay, because the important thing is to continue doing that, and it could still resonate with people. Like I try to do my best to make the craft as good as possible every single time.
Difficult mission here, final chase mission 2.
Let's see if I can do it from back here.
But there also is a limit.
Nice back.
You only have so much time.
Yeah, it's really awkward having to fight this slope here.
Hey, what's Em trying to do here?
Slopes are not intended to be going up in this
Like, I
way.
know that, is this like a speedrunner moment where it's like, oh, it's just for the rings, okay.
And I'll just get this guy.
Yo, what's up, Ike, how you doing?
Again.
Welcome to the
There's
stream.
artificial chaos.
I was really confused as to why I was
don't
like,
think
just
I've
take the
ever met
tube.
Somebody who hasn't had an issue with that enemy casually, even in speedruns.
Even in speedruns.
Yeah, no matter the character, you just can't really deal with them very
Yeah,
well. They're-
I did that on purpose. All of the,
All right, 20 rings.
all of the YouTube Shorts thumbnail,
That's not very.
I do it on, I make the, or I choose the
20
frame.
rings if you want to send that my way. Or,
Sometimes I forget, but most of the time I'm on top of it.
All right.
Probably have time for a donation or 2.
Yeah, Em's a real good streamer and has a great wealth of knowledge on various Sonic games. Dawn is the exact same way. Both of these guys are great. I know I've mentioned it like 5 times, but definitely check them out. I'll have links in the description, in addition to Hex and Savik too.
Shouts to Sonic's brand.
This is a stacked run, is all I gotta say. Like 4 very, very cool people from the Sonic community.
For you from Pika Lax Alt, who says, "Cat Big the, Cat Big the."
Cat Big the.
Pippi's also a great host. I really enjoy her hosting.
These,
I think Hex also does Mario speedruns. I think he more does Mario speedruns than he does Sonic speedruns nowadays.
So it's a lie. It's propaganda.
I've been lying for 7 years.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna take this a little safer here this time.
There we go. All right, I don't know how the Lost Chow got up here. I don't get it.
I hope we eventually get the item randomizer and can do an item randomizer for PO6 for GDQ. Probably not until last release is out.
That is true.
Oh, they were in the audience? That's so sick.
No, I have no clue.
Yeah, if you are a chow enjoyer, you can actually turn on a
That's
setting in Archipelago.
Is it? That's good.
being a chow.
I would imagine that that short's performing pretty well. I just get really, I get really annoyed when it's like you are not entitled to anything in
More health.
whatever you think about entitlement. If you think you're entitled to getting like info or entitled to receiving the last release for PO6, you are just wrong.
All right, I'm gonna be doing the M5. I don't know if we've been able to show this off so far, but
Like, so strip that shit and let the people work when they can work.
So we do have a set route for it, but it is the hard mode, so these are annoying.
Fully get the Archipelago idea.
I don't know why that works. It's kind of ridiculous.
I think
Yeah.
we're close enough there.
Item randomizer's coming. It's just taking a while.
Since these are set emeralds, we have a specific route that we can take. We know where they're going to be every time. Tiny.
Tiny.
He's so small.
He's tiny, man.
Oh, did he get a tiny trap? He did.
He's just a little boy. Stanced up.
I also, and this is definitely more of a personal thing, is that I really dislike treating,
Do you have
like
time for
I want to preface this statement with the fact that I absolutely think that there is a place for companies to receive criticism for things that they do. What I really dislike is treating a company as an amorphous being that you can just sit there and roast all the time and stuff. And it's like, yes, is it getting paid? Are they getting paid? Yes. Are you paying money for it? Yes. So should they be criticized? Yes, I think so.
Got time for one more.
But like,
$10 from Supersonic.
you know, calling like a company like fucking stupid or something like that. I don't know. It just really annoys me. When it's like there are people behind these companies. Well, at least right now, there are people behind these companies.
Shout out to Supersonic.
Doing stuff, and it's like the game devs. I don't know if any game dev walks into a studio wanting to make a bad game.
Supersonic for opening up this event, and thanks for the support.
I don't think they'll check security hall box 2 in this one.
GDQ YouTube to go watch that live. Such a good run.
That was an amazing run, yeah.
It was so good.
Publishers can ruin a project, but that also doesn't mean that they want to
Can I share
ruin it.
One more for you.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Because here's $5 from Katie4. We love to hear love for Katie4, who says, "Hi, Dawn. Would you eat an upside-down pizza slice if you could? What's up, Emerldd?
100%.
Love you both." And then a cute little
It's so easy to look and like blame the higher ups for the bad things, but it's also they also are too.
Sonic Adventure 2. She is insane.
Oh, was that Katie? Nice. Katie did a.
Absolutely the goat of this game. I would argue of all 3D Sonic speedrunning, but that's a little bit more contentious. Like I mentioned my YouTube channel before, half of my videos are about Katie4's accomplishments. It's not an exaggeration. She's
Okay.
that good.
They're not. You didn't say it, but Katie, I think, ran Sonic Heroes Team Rose limited text selection at this event too.
Yeah.
Sure thing. I've got $300 here for you from Appleseed EXM, who says, "I was not really sure for which run I'd donate this year, but your Archipelago run is just so much fun, and everyone is so wholesome. This has to be the perfect occasion. Keep up the awesome energy."
Yo,
and
how was
much
my?
love
Is that
to
my
all of
mouse?
you.
Oh no, Dawn has the mouse on the screen. Let's go.
All right, we have a crazy hard Big the Cat check coming.
Oh, dude, the Twitch chat. I don't have the Twitch chat open for this VOD, but they're probably going nuts right now that the mouse is on the screen.
Because we don't have the hover, so I get onto this fence here.
That was the easy part.
That was the easy
Not
part.
over yet.
So now I have to.
Yeah.
The camera is fighting against.
That's funny, Lima.
You have to do a very smooth transition in the air to maintain that.
Like I
smooth
said, they're not devoid of
top
criticism.
of the roof here. So I'm gonna do this again.
That's why I prefaced with they're not devoid of criticism. I'm not saying be all sunshine and rainbows to everybody all the time.
Retry it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do.
A 5-liner, yeah, you got a big one.
Not over. And there we go.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah, however hard you think that looks, however difficult you think that is, multiply it by 10. It is not.
Very good.
And it was worth it. Nice.
So worth it.
I can't believe that was a required check.
What was that, an emerald? Was it a chaos? Hold up, let me go back. I want to see this.
Boost every time, and you have to reload to retry it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do. There's one.
Nice.
Not over.
Yo! Okay, that's cool. Was this a chaos? I think it was a chaos emerald.
Yeah, however hard you think that looks, however difficult.
If you
think
had
that is,
hover, it wouldn't be
multiply by
difficult.
10.
Yeah, oh my god, it was a Chaos Emerald. That's crazy.
And it was worth it. Nice.
So worth it.
I can't believe that was a required check.
Big the Cat, what are you hiding up there?
Oh, I gotta go for some easier upgrades here. Let's go check the big.
I wonder who's gonna... Well, I know some people have already watched this, but I do wonder who's going to...
Nice.
Who's going to get done first.
As more checks open up, the possibility for Emerlds is going to increase. So even though they're only at 2 right now, I wouldn't be surprised.
Here's what surprises me as an outsider. And I know that this is going to be somewhat... I don't even know if it's going to be somewhat controversial.
Yeah, that was actually.
But what
because I'm also in the M3
sort
now,
of...
and I have Mystic
I don't
Melody
want to
for
say
Ruby, and those are
annoyed
the
because I
two
don't think that
required
that's the
upgrades,
correct
to complete the M3
feeling.
here.
But I guess
So that
baffles
actually
me
just made the routing a lot easier
is
for me. I'm not
when
gonna
I
have to
see
double dip again.
folks who want to get,
that.
like, they want to get into game design, but also complain about the environment of
Okay.
game design,
is a very
of like
convoluted-
professional, of being a professional game designer. It's like,
Let's go.
Good job.
you know at this point, like it's no secret that game dev fucking sucks.
A blessing and a curse.
So you know what you're getting into. It's sort of, to me, it looks like a having your cake and eating it too moment.
All right.
That was an upgrade I needed for sure.
Where it's like, maybe you can use your skills in a different way. You don't have to do game design.
Pile of boxes here in this container.
It's like, oh man,
Speaking of
I really like hamburgers. I'm gonna go to this place that has terrible hamburgers, and then you eat the hamburger. It's like, wow, that's a terrible hamburger.
Favorite level? How about
What's
some
up, Proto?
love
How's it going?
Garden?
It's like, well, yeah, no shit.
Exactly. It was one of my favorite levels, so I'm totally not biased. They'll totally bring it back in a new game one day, right?
Surely.
Right?
They have to. We need them to.
I also have for you $50 from Bear Fighter Mach 2, who says, Sonic Adventure 2 favorite stages? My favorite stage is Chow Garden. Clearly the best stage in the game. I spent far too many
Man, if
hours
only the
in
Chow
that
Garden
stage.
had
I'll
better
tell you
events
another
you could use your
$25
Chow
if
for.
one of the runners hatches a Chow during this run, or 50 if they both do.
Ooh.
That's
you
going to be
feeling?
hard to
Doing well? Good to hear. Happy Tuesday to you.
Well,
Also, don't
we
forget,
got 'em
this
saved
Saturday,
up.
July
Awesome,
12th at 12 p.m. CST, I'm doing a 12-hour stream where I'm going to be playing through all of Sonic Unleashed with all of the cutscenes enabled,
Go for it.
as well as playing through all of the stages, including the DLC. It's gonna be
There he is.
bonkers with some Vanilla Plus mods as well.
I'm sorry.
You can do exclamation mark 12 12 12 on the.
All right.
Yeah, so just to give a brief, if you're curious about the
Yeah.
numbers in the top left corner of the screen when they're on the world map, one of the
Nightbot repeated it for you, Murray. No worries.
that tells you how many
You can go to the
emblems
community
you have
post to
on
vote for what
Boss Gate,
skin you want me to
and
use
then
for the
the
DLC
last
victory
one that
lap
says
as well.
48, that's how many emblems you need to unlock.
12 is a good
Which
number.
is the
It's a
winning
dozen.
So, you know, that's
It's
when
half
the
a
emblems
day.
will stop being useful is once one or both of those numbers are filled up.
So,
Looks like we're getting close on the emblems too. I think Savik said they needed 43.
or sorry, the right, my left, your right. This is
But
one
3
that-
really good options? That's not fair.
But as long as you have jet engine.
I wanted to do the ones that I found the most fun.
This stage.
Yeah, you can
And
see
I
why
liked,
we're waiting
I
for
liked
the
those
jet
ones.
engine, though, because I'm just sitting here on an auto scroller. It saves so much time to have the jet engine. You can just skip the entire thing. But when you're running your own checks, you just got to do it sometimes.
Yeah, Emerald's definitely getting the
It's just one of those seeds.
Yeah.
Emerald's get. I would imagine they
I know
vetted
we
this
haven't really
seed
gotten into
before they did
strategies. There's
it.
so much to talk about at, you know.
And none of them were Miku. I'm not
and
doing
so I'm
Miku.
a bunch of
Like that's
pause
just not
hovers here.
happening.
Really simple technique that just allows you to get a higher jump than you're normally able to get by putting 2 A inputs close together. We press A and then pause right away so that we can get an
Oh, he's
A,
explaining pause hovers, yeah.
second A input immediately after. I missed the satellite jump there, so we're just gonna keep going.
It looks like an incredibly impressive mod.
Has a
Yeah, I am really sad that it shows who's winning the poll. I wanted it to be a surprise, but it's not.
Yeah, we're getting to the point now where I'm starting to have a bit rough checks where we have to do checks in an order that I wouldn't really like as much. Like Final Rush M2.
It also makes me sad too because there's obviously the like, oh well, this is winning, so I'm just gonna
Possible.
vote for that.
Yeah, so
Miku behind a sub goal. There is no way that any person or any collective group of my audience at this point would have enough money for me to play the Miku mod.
Completely out of checks. There's nothing you can do, and you kind of just have to wait. The lore behind it is actually
It can be the exact same thing as the subathon. Yeah, 1,000 subs concurrently.
And somebody ran out of checks.
I'll play it.
You know what? I'm gonna go to Burger King while I have nothing left to do. And he went to Burger King, and then when they got back, he still had no checks left. So that's kind of the lore behind BK. So if you ever hear us say, "Oh, we might be BK," that's what it is.
The Earth, also known as Sonic's world. That's not our
What
world.
if Miku mod 2x your subscriber count? There's not a chance in hell that a mod would do that.
I don't know. Maybe Final Hazard, the Eclipse Cannon, maybe not so cool.
The Stel hate tier list.
Don't want like half a moon.
What's Dawn trying to do here?
The events of this game must be crazy to have lived through.
Wait, what is this text scroll? I missed it.
For a donation or two, Pippi, if you want to take it away.
I would love to. We have so many.
It could happen. Yeah, I could also just I could stream what is it? Doki Doki Literature Club once, and it could get like 2 million views.
Shouts for Seraphim, who says, "Hi Dawn, hi Em. It is
Did I change your schedule? No.
Rock in on the GDQ stage. I'm
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. CST. So an hour and 7 minutes prior.
9 years
I pinged the Twitch
ago.
enjoyers yesterday for this run when it was live.
One of just.
What are the options? Exclamation mark 12 12 12 to check.
People in this community. He actually opened up his house for us to have lunch with him and his parents. And I mean, on behalf of everybody who went, we can't thank him enough, because every time just the vibes are exactly as you expect, and just having people open up their house and open up for us to make memories at this event is just, there's not words.
Oh, is that Savik and Emmy? Yeah, Emmy's house.
Shout out to Seraphim.
Yeah, shout out to Seraphim.
Oh, never mind. Seraphim. I don't know who Seraphim is.
Yeah, it's
Maybe I met them in SGDQ, but the name doesn't ring a bell.
Like Seraphim mentioned, we have known each other for 9 years now. Kind of ridiculous. Very talented runner, has been on the GDQ stage before. What a homie.
Yeah, the combined years of experience on the couch and on the stage right now is crazy. I mean, the runners have been running this game for almost 10 years, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I want to do that math. I feel like that's going to end up being a scary number.
Yeah, let's not talk about it. I want to think about how
The
old
hype
I am.
on that game? What
For
game?
context, I have the least amount of experience, and I've been running this game for at least 5 years. So let that show as you will.
All right, we're finally back in Eternal Engine. Before I forgot, I didn't have the bazooka upgrade, but now we do have.
I love that
the
Savik
potential
dresses
to
like a
every
dad.
check here and not
Makes me so happy. If you guys don't know Savik, who's the guy over here on the couch, he's a doctor. He's a doctor who speedruns Sonic, which is
So I want
hilarious.
to make sure not to finish that early because there are a lot of checks.
It's such a meme, but he's such a cool dude.
So if I need to take damage here, I will.
What's up, Nayland? Welcome to the stream.
Basically end it.
I think the whole idea is the shock factor, that it like becomes like a very gruesome game disguised as a dating sim.
Outside section, but again, as Dawn said,
So like it's only cool once, I guess. I don't know.
really just like
I've obviously never played it.
Decision making is like, okay, do I bank?
Speaking of
Check in.
Savik, do you think it would be faster to finish the level from here, or do Cosmic Wall skip?
Just do the skip.
All right, I'll do the skip.
It's cool.
It is cool.
But yeah, just that decision making of Dawn deciding, okay, you know what, I'm gonna try and delay the finish.
Oh, you're gonna have to make a choice, or else your vote won't count.
That's the stuff that people don't talk about when it comes to this kind of run.
All right, let's talk about this skip Emerald's going for.
I'll be using like by the time we get to doing the DLC is when I will
Eggman can squeeze through a little bit to the left.
Let me up. There we go.
Yeah.
So it is not over yet. We need a camera. Okay.
Wait, how long can you hover for?
Kill plane on the right, one above, one below. We've got to be very careful and go. Oh, now I'm disoriented.
A doctor and a Sonic Adventure 2 runner.
This is one of the longest in the game. Definitely the worst IO. And as you see, M's going to be flying through space. He's avoiding quite a few kill planes right now, but once you get set, you're pretty much just going to go right along with them and fly through space forever.
Yeah. This is a very long stage on its own, but this is like a very safe way to go about it, and you get to show off the cool skip. And this is pretty much what it is. I'm just gonna fly to the.
Oh,
end of the
I
stage
did not
right
know
now.
you floated in Eternal Engine
Yeah,
here.
2 minutes basically.
So I know it, now that there's no more stage in the top left corner, it's going to look like Emerldd is doing absolutely nothing. He is holding forward, and eventually we're going to see at the very top a long yellow tube corresponding to the final auto-scroller section of the stage pop into view. But that is a minute and a half away. So
Aaron Cannon scored? No.
Maybe.
yeah, we're going to...
Emeralds and Cosmic Wall and...
What's he doing up there?
I've never seen that in my life.
Wait, that's never happened
That's
before.
never
Never happened before.
Or
Oh my goodness.
That and not some obscure check that we need to do we've never seen before.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's the only one.
Yeah, before we do some donations, just want to say for anybody coming in now, this is a Sonic Adventure 2 Archipelago. Just want to give a little refresher since we're an hour in. This is a randomizer between both of our runners where each of them can give each other items, and the win condition is for both of them, or at least one of them, to collect 7 Chaos Emeralds, and then eventually they're both going to end up collecting 7, but once one finishes, all the checks are going to be released. So like, let's say Dawn finishes first. Dawn's going to release all the checks for M, and then that's going to help, you know, once one person finishes, it makes it easier for the second person to beat the seed, but right now they're both, you know, just doing their checks, getting by with what they got.
Oh,
Hex.
Oh,
Oh no.
28 minus 39? Oh,
This one's
that's an
free.
easy. That's a
negative
free one.
11.
Yeah, it's negative 11.
I'm letting you
Dude.
stay true to it by you doing it.
Nice.
That's
We
like the worst
needed
time for
Yeah, absolutely. If I would have died there, I would have to do this whole skip again.
Now we
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing you got it right.
Thank you, Hex.
do you have a moment for not just donations, but a quick update?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Because we do have, I would like to remind everyone, a lovely milestone incentive that is coming up.
Oh, okay. It's just a milestone incentive. What's up, Super Krim? How's it going?
First of all, just in general.
Welcome to
but
the
also
stream.
Because there's a Birth by Sleep.
Day's been good. Just been watching through
I
the
would love if we could meet
SA2 Archipelago race. I was gonna watch it anyway, so I figured I might as well do it live, and then we'll do a. We're gonna be doing an Archipelago
Also
as well
offering
after
a 2-for-1
done here.
deal because we have another open incentive to upgrade our Resident Evil 7 Biohazard run.
I was hoping it was Resident Evil 4. I don't know if there's gonna be another Resident Evil 4 one run at GDQ. I think the last one was in 2020.
But not ever enough time. So please get your donations.
Maybe.
To go to a great cause. Would you like to?
I
hear
don't know how
more
much has
lovely
changed with it though.
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
Because here's $25 from Anonymous, who says, extra $25 donation if runners and Couch do their best Sonic character impressions.
See, this is why when I do randos, I don't do the Chaos Emerald ones, because these guys are an hour in and have 2 Chaos Emeralds, and they're both really good at this game. So,
I can try. I'll do one.
It's for charity.
All right. So I think personally my favorite line, you beat the game, really emotional ending, and then when all the characters are talking, Tails drops the hardest line after Eggman's monologue going, "We all did it
We
together."
all did it together.
That's a banger.
any rando can take a while, but obviously the less things you need to beat the game, the faster it can go.
Because that's my favorite character line of dialogue, really.
I think a lot of people would agree with you. That's an iconic song from this game. Everybody loves City Escape. Admittedly, I have a weird relationship with it, speedrunning Hero Story for so long and hearing it so many times.
Yeah, there's some trauma with that song for us. Unfortunately, we've ruined it for us.
They're talking about that in Hero's Story, you clip through a wall, and then I think off of a trick
We're seeing
ramp
a lot of crazy stuff. If you're looking closely at these
in
numbers
order to beat
levels,
City Escape
these
quickly.
levels have been essentially just broken down to their very core by the people in the community, because, you know, when you think of this game, you think of, you know, going fast as Sonic, those clip outs with the mech, but these Knuckles levels are some of the most intricate tech and intricate, like, information that the community has studied. You can really get a PhD off of it alone.
Yeah, so keep your eye on Dawn here. We're going to basically... Oh,
I'm struggling
hold
with this clip out.
All right, here we go.
Nice.
That'd be cool. Oh, that was a cool clip out.
Shove Knuckles out of bounds, and now that we are out, we can glide all the way over here and skip that really long and annoying water section.
Yeah, you never know when something's gonna act all finicky. Like you change the smallest thing.
I
and
wonder.
your
I
consistency
didn't
is out the
see
window.
if they randomized the missions or if they chose specifically what missions they wanted. I think they're shuffled.
Donation?
Donation? You said donation?
We did.
Yes, please.
I've got a wonderful 25.
I don't actually know.
From
Maybe in the
USA,
advanced options you can set
who says I'm gonna try to do
that it's a
justice.
force like the
Oh,
mission
so
number.
cool. I'm so sorry to the audio text. I'm so ready to lose my voice, and much love, homies on the stage, in the crowd with me, and those online. Thank you so much.
That was an amazing Gabe.
Yeah.
Really good job.
Gabe, what do you think?
Gabe.
I think he liked it.
Wait, do they have a? I just noticed that they have like a back couch now. Is Gordon there? Is that Gordon? I know Gordon's at SGDQ. Is this Gordon right here? I can't tell. He's too small.
Really glad I got to meet both of
Oh,
you
no.
5 years
Negative
ago.
90. Oh, it's
I
gonna
know
be,
he's there. I didn't know if he was on. Is he wearing the Hawaiian shirt from last year? I think that's him.
Sorry about that. We had a math-related issue.
Don't worry. They also say keep being
Oh,
awesome.
that's not him.
Is Matt
Never
awesome?
mind.
If you ask me, I'm gonna say yeah.
As long as my checks are in speed missions, you can make it in the randomizer to where it's only speed stages you have to do. I've done speed stage randos
Alright,
before.
So, we're gonna go.
Do we
ahead and
want
M2
just a speed stage rando today, chat, or do we want all stages? Well, other than the cart levels.
hint I can give you
Oh, wait.
for M2s in the hunting stages because these rings are really hard to find sometimes. And
Yeah,
we got
so-
Lost Colony. This stage can be evil. And we have the jet engine, so you're gonna see one of the funniest Big the Cats in the
Oh.
row.
Do they both have jet engine? No, just Emerldd has
We need
jet
to
engine.
Count the shuckles.
Count, please. Tell me the number.
I think jet engine. If I'm up for it, if I'm up for which one?
I think it's gonna give us that option. Whoever.
I think I only saw 3 there.
How many, crowd? How many? 3.
Gosh, they still only have 2 Chaos Emeralds. They're probably gonna just like
Got you guys. Thank you.
wipe through
I was just
the
waiting for
last
somebody to
5.
shout a completely wrong answer. and
That
try
it's
to guess
been
like
so
us.
long since either of them
Listen to
found
them, I
one.
trust too much.
If 897 was an option, oof.
Oh, speaking of Lost Colony, coming up is one of the funniest big checks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, Dawn's gonna hop oh, sorry, not Dawn. Emerald's gonna hop on this elevator. And, you know, we're just gonna
Speed?
wait
Yeah,
a
I
little
can
bit,
do
but
just
you might
speed.
see a familiar friend coming up in, like, the top left part of the tube. But unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to reach him. So, M's gonna have to figure something out, and the answer's pretty funny.
Is this mission 1?
No, that's M3. I don't have the Mystic Melody, but I'm running out of checks, so I'm getting Big the Cat now. Because I need 2 more emblems to open the next gate to get some
Gotta
more
be
checks, so
like in one
I'm just
spot.
trying
Haven't
to
you already
scrap
seen
those
this,
last
Verge?
emblems
Or
to
do you
get
not
some more checks
remember
here.
where it was?
Okay, okay. So we aren't going to see peak comedy here, but there was big. We cannot get him yet. We gotta wait.
I can't believe that this is really funny. So I imagine he's just gonna fall down.
Is key.
Speaking of patience,
Yeah, Big the Cat is a check you can have. You can find him,
Go for it.
and then you fish.
$5 from the meme machine now in HD. That's an incredible username. I'm sorry, but they say
I don't know how
$5
the fishing minigame works.
Pre-dated Archipelago.
What?
Find the real roots of the quadratic. Oh gosh.
Negative 20 is negative 2 and 10.
Wait.
Yeah.
2 and 10.
Bottom.
Okay. Sorry. Another math-related issue.
So, the mid-rando Burger King trip happened in the early days.
Shout out Hex for that. I haven't solved the quadratic equation in forever.
Oh, dang. Well,
Wow.
Thank you. We are trusting.
Big Bean there is
If you are
canon,
wrong,
yeah.
Then we are wrong too.
Not the end. Oh,
So
gotcha.
for what it's worth, that Lost Colony Big the Cat, if mission 1 was our upgrade, we were gonna have to, if mission 1 was our mission that we were doing, we were gonna have to take the elevator all the way back up after getting big. It is awful, but fortunately, we did not have to do that.
Yeah, I want to spare you all from watching the elevator.
Oh, that's where the Mystic
twice.
Melody
It's
is.
kind of evil.
Did I know that?
now M has the magic gloves.
Is he gonna do the sand walking? Probably not.
Could be.
Super important item.
Yeah, shout out Kingdom Hearts. I always love watching the GDQ Kingdom Hearts
Every single
speedruns.
stage,
They're always a
so it's just
blast.
a matter of time until we find our Chaos Emeralds here.
Yeah, I was sweating a little bit. I can't lie because I really needed some checks. Everything else was a little bit tough because they were Rouge missions where I needed pick nails to make them a little faster. We're playing with hard logic, so technically we could death strat and re-roll pieces that are not diggable ones, but not in a stage like Egg Quarters where the dig upgrade is required.
All right, we're gonna.
It really sucks that the mechs die immediately in quicksand, yeah.
Because you have to go all the way to the end of the
I
stage
wish that
to
it
find him.
behaved
But you
like
know what? I
Sonic.
still love Big the Cat
It
anyway.
makes sense, I guess. They're heavy. But not heavy enough so that Eggman and Tails can't go on pulleys, of course.
To the camera.
Sand Ocean could really suck without the jet engine, though.
How did he do it? He's just fishing in the sand.
Do you have a quick moment?
Oh, okay,
Because,
Dawn.
has
So we're
taken up
we're asking how
all
big
of
the
Dawn's
cat's
time.
fishing in the sand, but we're not questioning him trying to
I'm gonna
fish in
try to
space.
pronounce this one first and then tell you what it actually says. So I'm gonna do my best.
They're just
It's
swole. That's a good
$100
point.
From Grendel, who says, "Oh no."
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
What was written out is knuckles_ohno.mp4. We also
gonna be
have
fishing in
$3
Flame
from
Core? That's hype.
Deborah,
Ever heard
who
of
says,
space
"My
fish?
favorite
Not
line
in
is when
Sonic,
Tails
I don't
says,
think.
"The ship is losing altitude." Ah! And we can never forget Eggman's, "I can't believe this! He's not gonna get away with this! Get a load of
Oh,
this!"
when did Dawn get the jet engine? I missed that one.
That was amazing. Yeah, that was awesome.
I thought he just had laser cannon and Mystic Melody.
That was amazing.
My favorite part about those.
Also,
clips
Emerldd
when
has
they're in
enough
the
to
spaceship
go to
and,
Cannon's
like, zooming
core,
out,
but he still has to
it's going
find.
for
Well,
way
I guess
longer
we're not
than
going to be
you
seeing
feared.
Cannon's
And
core
sometimes with the
because
voice shuffle on an
yeah, I don't know what I'm
Archipelago,
meandering about because
every
in
30
in this rule set
will
you
not
just go
stop.
straight from Green Hill to Final Hazard. You don't do Cannon's core or
I will say, I
Biolizard.
can't really do it justice, but my favorite line in this game is definitely when they're like on the arc, and then Tails goes, "Well, how did you know it was a fake Emerldd?" And then Eggman responds with, "Because you just told me, Fox Boy."
Dude, that line
Oh.
went crazy.
Confusion trap.
Uh-oh.
Well,
I think this is just being an old curmudgeons of just like, wow, dude, that line's crazy, bro. Dropping the absolute
One thing I
heat,
just realized,
like
if you remember
talking
from way
about
back in the run,
video game dialogue.
I actually skipped the City Escape upgrade, and now I'm probably gonna have to go back and do it.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long check. I'm gonna delay that, but watch it be a Chaos Emerald or something.
Could be.
Tails does get baited, yeah. He's 8. Give him a break. He can only create really powerful machines and fake emeralds and stuff.
Like, why is it there?
Oh, did that?
It did not count, unfortunately.
Aw, no.
It's
Wait, did you get the homing attack while
I
it
got-
disappeared?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a brutal one.
You got you baited.
Not very
He
familiar.
did.
You only get one chance.
Yo, what's
per
up? Yargot's here. How you doing?
on those.
Yeah,
Some of them are a little
GDQ.
bit more annoying than others to get, and then you have to.
Do I just react to all of the Sonic runs? I think there's Team Rose, and then there was this run, and then Sonic 2, and I think that's it.
I just have to find the Lost Chow, which is fortunately really close.
Yeah, he goes like, and his ears
And
like
the other check
perk
that I
up.
need to get in this stage is the upgrade, which is only about a minute into the
That would be
stage. So
ideal.
what I'm gonna do is
You want more? I'll do more reaction content. Why not?
So I can get the Lost Chow. And
Sonic
unfortunately,
Gold.
I need to send my bank account further into the negative.
But it's.
I haven't seen a Team Rose LTS before, so that would be really cool.
All right.
Do you have a moment for some more love from the donors?
Of course.
The funny part about that scene too is that normally the characters in SA2 interrupt each other, but that's the one time where it would make sense for Sonic to interrupt Tails, but he lets Tails finish.
Become one of my favorite memories of every
A reaction channel
So happy
is
to be
not
here to
everything I do,
cheer
just a
on
reaction though.
on stage. Thanks to the Sonic community for being nothing but excellent. Happy to have found
You're
you all.
welcome. I'm nothing but excellent. Take that, mean shorts commenters.
And, like, just this morning, we had one of our buddies, Johanian, did the Mario Kart Super Circuit run.
Oh yeah, that's right. Johan's run. I need to watch
You know,
that.
just
I won't watch
something
that on
for
stream though.
Johan's run. It's really something special that it's just a privilege to experience twice a year if you come to these events.
Love the speedrunning community. Y'all are great.
Ooh, couple quick upgrades there.
Oh, treasure scope. Oh baby.
Nice. I sent the bazooka, excuse me, to M, and I got the treasure scope. So very useful upgrades. I'm sure when I get my last gate, that's going to be very helpful because I have very few Rouge stages so far.
Yeah, I'm actually looking for some more Tails upgrades. That's my first one. I'm still kind of hurting for them.
Down bad for some Tails upgrades.
So I think Dawn actually just did this.
I guess in this rule set, they only need really like the booster upgrades and stuff. They're really combing through the game.
In general, but we can just fly straight here out of bounds.
I guess it's because of the hard progression. What's up, Matios?
A lot of ways to go through walls in this game for sure.
Was that emblem number 48 there?
For me, it's 46. I already have my other gate open, yeah. Oh, Chaos Control Trap.
You gotta mash. If you play the 2-player, by the way, you can mash to make this go a little bit faster.
I did not know that.
Yo, the secret tech.
Mystic Melody.
Mystic Melody, that's good.
Big check,
Some more
yeah.
upgrades. That's good. Yeah, this is going to start really opening up everything for us, because if you heard us earlier, we were complaining about, ooh, we're running out of checks, but we're starting to get some things to open up a little bit.
Playing ring races for the
That might become a
stream?
little bit
Nice.
hectic, is really just trying to use our best decision
I
making.
think Ring Racers has been updated quite a bit since I last played it.
Let's see, this is, yeah, M2.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, and I'm happy to show off what is one of my favorite skipless stages in the entire game, Final Rush. There's
So I guess is Emerldd trying all the skips and then Dawn is just doing skipless stuff?
Shout out to the SA2 community. Yeah,
Racer character right now? Yo.
They're just so irrelevant normally for speedruns, but when you put some like...
What are
speedrun
some
vibes on it,
non-Sonic
they're gonna come
games
up
you
with some
guys
crazy
play?
stuff, even if it's barely useful at all. But you know what?
Radio silence.
Yeah, one of those examples is right here, the wall run. I gotta show this.
I know
off.
Nalen's got some Minecraft.
Right, here we go.
Oh, that was... Oh, my goodness.
Ooh, okay.
Nice. Hey, that was good.
Yeah.
2 out of 3.
Yeah, we're bailing.
Tohu,
out.
nice.
I could see Sonic falling off the wall. I'm just gonna take the top route.
Risk
here
of
for
Rain
most
2, Left 4 Dead,
That's solid.
Counter-Strike,
And here's the
Marvel
one that I was
Rivals,
talking about for Bingo
Souls.
League, by the way. This
Nice.
is a DawnSR patented strat. Of course, I've not found much for the speedrun, but I come up with a lot of random obscure stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and do this out of bounds trick. I'm actually going to intentionally hit the kill plane here.
I thought he was doing the skipless. I guess there is another
We
skip.
still get the check.
Nice.
And that my Steam library is too big. How many games do I have in my Steam library? I have...
These runners bring and that Archipelago brings, because something like that, you're never gonna see that in a speed run, but so cool to just see.
50... I think I have like 102. A lot of those are from Humble Bundles. I think like 30 of them are Humble Bundle games
Okay, let's try that again.
that I've never touched.
Yeah, you have to get a really high super bounce to get up there. Actually, ooh, Dawn's doing a strat where...
Your Steam library is Tohu, damn.
Speed and turning it into upward speed by doing a small bounce in front of the wall.
You can have a
That's how it
family
really gets
Steam
so much
account?
height.
That sounds
Making
really
up to that
nice.
Big the Cat.
Spider-Man, nice.
Some of the coolest
Portal
movements on,
2.
like, any platform I've ever played, really. It's just so incredible.
Did I have that on the sub-goal, subathon goal suggestion sheet? Portal 2 with Haley? Because I own Portal 2.
There's another Chaos Emerald.
We could do Portal 2 co-op.
Wanna see?
We're starting to get closer to the end game here.
Will I do a stream where I finish my backlog? I think it would take more than one stream. There are a lot of games I have no interest in. I wanted to sell my Steam account and just start from scratch, but I don't think I'm allowed to do that. Like, you're not allowed to sell it.
Well, this gold beetle is probably the worst one to get for sure.
Also, to point out, this rail just doesn't work. I don't know why. If you go on it, it just immediately sends you down. It makes no sense. I don't know how anyone did this casually.
I thought the
sorry
rail,
if you
I thought you were supposed to use that vertical rail, you just bounce on it, right? And it
Honestly,
sends you to
don't
the
actually
chow.
remember how to do it casually anymore.
Yeah, I just
I
super
don't
bounce.
either. I just know the super bounce way. That's what happens when you speedrun a game for too long. You kind of forget how to do the
Favorite
more,
Tuhu game?
like, intended way. to
I
do
assume that
things.
question's not for me. Yeah, it's against TOS. I guess that makes
So I'm
sense.
also going to have
But can I give it away?
me. So we are truly in the end game now. We are basically finishing up our last checks, and then soon we're going to unlock Cannon's Core.
I would imagine, though, if I did a giveaway where it's like, oh, you have to,
Hopefully we don't have to go there, excuse me.
you have to sub in order to be in the giveaway. Well, you can't do that anyway on Twitch, I don't think, because that's considered
In
gambling.
every section, so maybe we'll just have to do it.
But then again, you can gamble points. I don't know.
Appreciate it.
Big
I find it
cat.
weird. I thought it was against Twitch TOS because Nightbot has the ability to where only subscribers can participate in giveaways.
They're awesome.
Maybe it's not against.
I'm gonna go ahead and go to Meadow Harbor. I actually love this stage and the speedrun. It's very cool. The one
To
thing
do
that's
that,
really
I'm
going
unsure.
on
Sorry, I
here
was
too,
listening to what Dawn
another
was
really
saying.
easy reference. If you've played this, the normal intended route leaves you with 99 rings for like half of the stage.
Yeah, can we do a prediction on who wins?
Yeah, thankfully with some
M's
fun
got
around,
3
you can
emeralds now.
backtrack. So Dawn right here.
They're slowly approaching the estimate. I'm very curious.
And
They are getting to the point, though, where they're running out of checks, so I imagine it's like what you said, Verge, where they're just gonna find them, like, all at once.
yeah, no, you'll get left
What's up,
with,
Joe?
like,
Welcome to the stream.
99 rings, and there's like a little like just one ring on top of a place that you would never think to look, and that's like if you look up a YouTube video for this level, that's probably what you see.
That is actually the cat ring.
Oh really?
Oh yes.
We're watching the goat, watching the goats. It's true.
And what we're actually gonna go ahead
Welcome
and do
to
is
my
this
reaction
is
channel.
One up here for some reason. I don't know why.
I was told, has the heroes run already happened?
Okay, Sonic.
Or is that later? Let me check the
Is this not
schedule.
The big ring? Maybe not.
Because I don't think any of the Sonic stuff is uploaded.
Like, they had to have known what was happening to put that one ring up there, just straight up taunting us.
They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing.
Sonic
So now we're gonna do the
Heroes
Watch Tower
is Friday.
This
Okay.
is actually a
Well, I guess
ridiculously
I'll react to it on Friday, I suppose. Maybe live, we'll see.
And you
Depends on
don't
what
have
it
to use
is.
the Mystic Melody at all, like you would normally assume. You can straight up just do a spin dash.
Yo, what's up, Chara? How you doing?
Which I'll show off in just a moment here.
I don't know what mission Dawn is doing.
Have a quick moment for some donations.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Because I've got $50 from Mace.
Oh, you're actually doing the prediction?
OMG, just getting into the community.
That's funny.
First time watching GDQ and already searching.
Yo,
for
big
names.
pot, let's go.
Best of luck, M, Dawn, and all the other runners. Also, did somebody say?
I'm surprised they're manually updating the tracker because they do have the ability to have it auto update. It's what I do.
Down on that already. Great job.
Maybe they
everyone.
can't manually update the tracker for GDQ for some reason.
I also have for you $10 from Anonymous, and I'm gonna assume that this is a hard opposite. This sounds like a speedrunner take. I've never heard a casual have it, at least. Who says, if I were to be stranded on a desert island and could only have one song to listen to, I would choose Escape from the City, because then I'd never stop trying to escape.
That sounds like a
Right
Sonic Adventure
on.
2 speedrunner right there.
Oh yes.
You know, with all of our combined hours of hearing that song, it would still probably take you years to out-listen that song to us. Like, listen to it for longer than we have. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, one of the cool things that you're allowed to do in the speedrun is it's completely legal to swap out like the music files, and you can actually put in your custom music.
Oh,
So
no,
if you
rip.
do,
Good thing
like,
Dawn
run
grabbed the
around
checkpoint
game
there.
but you're worried that your favorite song will be ruined. There's a solution.
Yeah, but this game's soundtrack is so good. Why would you change it?
It's true.
I mean, I put a CE remix in. Does that count?
Close enough. And how did this big get over here? Man, this guy's acrobatic.
He jumped.
Yeah, Big's actually the goat. He just
There,
jumps
I had
over
to grab
everything.
that- or I could grab that piece out of bounds. That's actually not a normal thing. There's only very specific pieces you can grab out of bounds.
Listening to any
They're
song on
located
repeat
under
for long
weights,
enough will just make you
in some
hate it.
stages, so I was
Instrumental
able to grab
stuff
that one
you
just
can
fine
do.
by clipping out.
If I had to put a number on it, I would say you could listen to an instrumental song about 50, not 50.
I have Metal Harbor.
I was reading 50 says that. You could listen to a instrumental song
Don't worry,
about
we'll get
3
there,
times more.
surely. Gotta see
Often.
our friend. This
But
rate
yeah,
gotta see
vocals
every
can
single
really.
break.
Yeah, that's right for sure.
Lost Impact is a good song, yeah. Unfortunately, terrible stage. One thing I don't think they'd mention, because it's pretty, like,
All right, so I'm now finishing up my
miscellaneous tech,
checks.
is something that I learned very recently, is that Adventure 1, Adventure 2, and Heroes, if you press the spin dash button during a jump dash, you can cancel it, and it's actually faster. I don't think it's much faster, but we're talking about specifically one song, though, Nayland. Could you listen to one Lil Uzi Vert song over and over and over again?
What you're normally supposed to get here.
Like, without stopping, like, continuous repeat.
Wasn't that reliable? They said when you're first learning this, you're probably not going to do a great job. So here's a little safety for you right there.
Either that or they weren't so sure about the light dash working.
Get a donation or two in.
Or maybe they forgot to
Wonderful. I have
get rid of
some
single
more
player.
impressions from chat for you. Here's $25
Hello,
from
Wacko
Stelmo,
Dude.
who says, I have loved this game for 25 years. Whenever I can't find something
I'd accept the here's my challenge to issue to you then. Pick one of those favorite songs, listen to it 100 times, on repeat, no breaks.
StrawberryJam, who says, I found you, faker.
And tell me what you think of the song afterward.
Let's go, Dawn, Emerldd, Savik.
Because especially when I find a new song, I listen it to maybe like 20 times. And then
So, Emerldd, is Cannon's Course still looking tempting after the pick?
one song on repeat,
definitely
no
not.
breaks, 100
Definitely
times.
not as tempting. Still, I mean, you know, Cannon Score is really
That's
long.
like 3 hours of listening to the
Ideally,
same
Now
song.
that I have pick nails, a really important upgrade for Rouge. Now I can go back and look at some of the other missions that I was kind of steering away
Wow.
from.
I imagine the seed was vetted
unfortunately,
because
the way
it
this
kind of
seed
seems
was
like they want to, you know,
the
showcase getting all the upgrades and doing all the stuff.
Be essential.
Easy Street? I don't know.
Which is funny because that was like the one check we said it would be great if we didn't get. But you know, that's just sometimes how it goes.
Also, how did this? I keep saying it, but how did he get here? How is he okay?
He's just
Thank the
swimming.
cat.
That's how big his breathing right now. He's underneath the sand.
Water in some sand in a random tunnel.
All right, M just got his 48th emblem. That means Cannon's Core is now unlocked, and no more emblems are required, I believe, for both.
Has a
runners.
failsafe? What is it a failsafe for?
Runner get a shot for an emblem, it's pretty much junk.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize Emerldd doesn't have the light shoes. That's funny.
Absolutely. Emblems do not matter. It basically comes down to upgrades and Chaos Emeralds from here.
Wait, listening to the same repetitive thing over and over again makes you have seizures?
Pretty quickly.
I didn't know that. Do you have an article for that? That's
At
interesting.
the end, now that everything is opening up.
Yep, and I'm cleaning up some missions of the stuff that we weren't able to actually finish earlier. Like, for example, Find the Lost Chow, I needed the Mystic Melody for, but now we got that, and I can go ahead and check this out. So that's why you're going to see me skipping some checks. We've already been here before.
We also get to see everybody's favorite level, Mad Space.
Your phone is
More than one
squished? That's
occasion.
I
unfortunate.
like it.
I'm sure everyone loved playing this one growing up with the backwards hints. I'm sure that was very easy for everyone to do, right? Just like me.
I've never heard of Easy Street before.
Yeah, I don't know why they got here and they just decided to say like, oh yeah, let's do a little bit of trolling on this one because the gravity mechanics aren't hard enough apparently.
I was blanking where that was.
What game is that from, Crib?
All right, and I gotta say, I'm so happy to have the treasure scope here because you're gonna see this mission go very fast. If I did not...
Yeah, it is interesting. You know why? Because in this fucking stream chat, people say a lot of stupid shit and then say, oh yeah, Izuka said it in an interview.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody...
I thought it was Metal Gear Rising, but I wasn't certain.
Like, you can get some of the items inside those iron boxes with just abusing the character's hitboxes, but it's still just so much easier with the treasure scope.
You know how often I hear like, oh yeah, Sonic was supposed to do XYZ.
Not bad.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna...
Incorrect summary of Metal Gear Rising. I like those channels. They're so fun. Like incorrect summary or
I swear, my wellspring of
explained by an idiot.
bliss.
Of course, of course.
I've got $10 from Champo, who says, happy to see SA2 on stage again in the new form of Archipelago this time. Big ups to the Archipelago.
I think
devs.
the last time
And
SA2 was shown
the
was
commentators.
2021,
Let's do
I
this.
believe,
Hello
with
from the floor
Deku.
near the back couch.
Hi, Jibbo.
Or was it no, maybe it was 2023. I'm pretty sure I was streaming. What's up, Lilypad? How's it going?
From Pixie Uchu,
Yo, what's up, Him?
Is that right?
Welcome to the stream, my guy.
who says, I want to wish you guys luck on the random hedgehog game, of course, on the big mini game. By the way, my favorite.
Yes, the
is
random
really
hedgehog
watching
game.
skip lists.
It is true.
Ooh, that's a good one, honestly.
That is a movement masterpiece.
I missed the stage, they said.
But we also love CGSS. Hopefully we'll be able to show that off, actually.
Oh, Crazy Gadget.
Remember
Okay.
back in the day, the old school GDQ runs chanting CGSS like crazy. We got to get that going on.
So just as a kind of recap of where we stand right now, most of our production upgrades...
Wait, you actually had a Sega Sonic the Hedgehog arcade? That's great.
And all of our gates are open. So now we just have to...
Not
do
the
it
bees!
as quickly as we can. We've got bees on the screen.
And some
those-
beetles.
Oh, I can't
And
see.
beetles.
Oh,
Oh no.
I couldn't see the big beetle there.
Do. Oh, thanks for reminding me, Nightbot. Saturday, July 12th, which is this coming Saturday, I'm going to be doing a 12-hour stream starting at 12 p.m. CST. Hey, it's the 12 at 12 on the 12th. Who would have organized something like that? I'm going to be playing through Sonic Unleashed with some Vanilla Plus mod, showcasing the visual overhaul mod by playing through a new save file, all cutscenes, all stages. Woo!
That teleport and just as long as
I
you
see.
not land on the ground, you can get through that pretty easily. Get to the chow.
I guess they didn't put Cannon Score on the checklist because you can, unless they did it already and I wasn't paying attention. I guess Cannon Score is pretty slow with what they have because it has a big cameo, I think.
Again,
But the Gold Beetle is not until Sonic section.
It is stacked with artificial chaos, and when you're trying to get the 100 rings,
Yo, nice game, Ninja.
just a little bit annoying, but thankfully,
Google search for
it
semantics
minimizes the amount of artificial chaos
satiation.
you have to deal with.
Semantic satiation.
So it actually leads to be a pretty fun mission.
It's a great mission.
Semantic
Alright,
satiation.
gonna go ahead and collect these rings here. We're gonna do some weird stuff. Normally we would.
I'm trusting Wikipedia because fuck what my teacher said. Semantic satiation is a psychological phenomenon in which repetition causes a word or phrase to temporarily lose meaning for the listener, who then perceives the speech as repeated meaningless sounds. Extended inspection or analysis,
Nice crater cards.
staring at the word or phrase for a long time in place of repetition also produces the same effect.
Yeah, with just the nature
History
of
and
some of those
research,
emeralds, it can be really hard
applications.
to grab it, especially if it's moving.
Chaos Emerald.
Nice.
There we go.
All
We're
right,
getting there.
both runners now at 3 apiece, almost halfway there.
It doesn't
And again,
seem
more checks are getting open
to
by the minute, so these emerald numbers should just be increasing.
talk about
I'm
any.
sorry, I just realized I need to route stuff in, so I might have baited you on the CGSS, but I promise I'm gonna show you something just as cool that you've probably never seen.
I actually think it's cooler.
It just might be. I promise you've never seen this before.
That's just talking about the phenomenon.
All right, and the nice part is we can go ahead and
Satiation?
get, like, 3 different checks
Oh,
as we go.
okay.
All of
Satiation.
the
Fuck
checks
you.
are still, like, super long in, so it doesn't really make
Yeah, I
sense
knew
to
that was a thing. I was curious
So
about
we're just
the
gonna go ahead and play the save
if
state.
it didn't
Stateless,
exist
as I
causing
donated
seizures,
earlier,
unless
the
it's one of
stage
these
stateless is a banger, so I'm
It
glad
is.
we get to show it
references
off.
here.
Hopefully I'll do it justice.
Yeah, one of the things I just got to do there was if you saw me, I was shimmying through the statue.
Effects.
I was able to shimmy in and just like fly to the room that's out of bounds there. With normally you have to dig into a portrait to get that. So
Nice.
Oh,
Alright, so I'm
yeah.
gonna go ahead and do a funny little strat here. Instead
So,
of switch,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
save, like,
I don't know. Oh, Dawn got another Chaos Emerald. Great.
is the coolness.
Oh, here we go. We get to see Crazy Gadget. Skip, skip,
It is so
skip.
cool.
That's always.
Or is it just skip, skip? You're off screen from Dawn's camera? No! Wait, Lilypad, what are you doing here? Are you not at GDQ right
I
now?
was realizing I should go into another mission so I can get the upgrade.
Never mind.
Who is this? Who is this person right here?
Back for that one. Basically, it's
Behind
sometimes
Dawn.
do
I know obviously this is
different
Savick.
go to different places.
Because this looks like Gordon in the Hawaiian shirt he wore for GDQ. For Project 06. But I don't think it's him.
All right, so we
I
have
know
that
he's there,
strat
though.
That I was talking about coming up.
Say hi
But
for me,
first we have to
if you
visit
can.
Our good friend, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
Who's our friend?
Right. Hold on one second.
Just a
Yeah,
reminder.
we'll go find him. All the way over here, and you're not gonna see him right away. Let's see oh, there you go.
Oh, there it is.
See me on the audience camera before the run? Well, I don't know what you look like, so I may have seen you and not noticed.
Okay, so I'm gonna use the sideways gravity to go under the stage, and then hit the goal ring. No, so close. Okay, we can show off the other method. That one, the timing is incredibly tight. Go ahead, Pippi.
Perfect. I've got $50 from Acoustic Curves, who says, "Big the cat, big the cat."
Big cat.
Thank you so much.
Look, it's
everyone.
me, Stelmo. I'm right there.
I've never seen SA
Points an arrow toward the stream.
That's honestly the best part about this run.
Yeah, that would have worked.
Confused. I'm so confused.
My Metroid Dread friend
I
group.
love Archipelago because it really
True.
gets to show off the best parts of SA2 in general. So I'm very happy we were
I
able
wish
to
I had a
do
Metroid
this.
Dread friend group. I only have a.
All right, we're heading on to weapons.
Well, I hung out with
Luckily for me,
when I was there last year. I hung out with like Oats and Goats and Zenny and Hockey Tower and Eddie and stuff before their run, which was really cool. I had a blast with
I
them.
saw Dawn do this earlier, but I kind of never mentioned it. You can, with Big there, stuck in the tunnel. And the intended way is to take the turtle, but that's really slow and just...
Yeah, but why are you in stream? Go enjoy GDQ.
Actually just clip out of bounds
I stream way more days than
It's one of the
GDQ
most
is.
useful clips in this game because taking the turtle is pain.
God, you can just clip out of every
It's a little hard to
stage
get
in
Rouge
this
shimmy out of there, but
game.
it allows us to fly out of bounds here and skip waiting for that turtle. I did not get close enough to Big, so unfortunately I had to do it again. So I'm just gonna make sure I'm, no, why was he there? My friend was there to help me, but I didn't need
The
it.
crash run? What was crazy about it?
Turtle, unfortunately sabotaging you during this run.
Oh, I see.
All right, we get to see this out of bounds clip one more time.
One more time, the hat trick.
You know, you got your clip down, that's for sure.
What better than to watch me watch
Trend of this
GDQ?
run that I want to call attention to is the Mystic Melody is usually...
Oh, it was Twin Sanity. Okay.
But
Okay.
we can pretty much...
I thought it was just like one of the OG crashes.
I can just go over straight to the Chow without having to worry
Backyard
about
baseball?
going off.
Whoa.
In this case, it's fast.
Wait, is that backyard baseball right now?
Something. Dawn almost
Dude,
has
backyard
every
baseball is a
upgrade.
banger.
Yeah,
What a game.
That is crazy.
I'm only missing the
Yeah, that's
sunglasses.
it. I don't think I've ever seen a seed where someone gets every upgrade. That's crazy.
Yeah, this one might
Did
be
you
going the
not vet
distance.
the
My
seed?
tracker's looking pretty
Wait, did
great.
you guys
That
not
means
vet the
all those
seed?
stages checks are completely done.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. I think I'm gonna go do this this M3 now that I have Mystic Melody with Eggman really quick, and then I think I might
One of
go
my
do
favorite
Big
things
Cat
that
and
some
Ant
groups like to do at GDQ runs is like
There are a lot of bigs.
make the seed in such a way that it trolls the runners. But it makes it sound like that they didn't vet this seed beforehand, which kind of surprises me.
Yeah, again, cannon score is really long, but
The big checks were an incentive. When did it get met? Because they
Be 10 if we do them all.
you could have at least looked at the spoiler log, you know.
It sounds like the audience is ready. For
Ah, I
this, so
see,
let's
I see.
coordinate. Oh, and we also got double lost colony. Huge.
Oh, it was literally right before the run. That's fair.
Oh,
I guess they can always pull up the spoiler log.
Who says
if they have to.
Sonic line from this game is it's no use. That's from this game, right? So happy for Emerldd and Dawn getting to show this off at GDQ.
The pity
Thanks for
laugh.
being amazing people and amazing friends. You have all of my support. Less than 3.
Thank you, Yoshi.
Thank
It
you.
reminds me of during the GDQ run when, obviously, because you guys know I'm chronically offline. When the donation came in, like, how does Sonic snore? Does he go honk shoe? I had no fucking idea what they were talking about. Like, I knew with how Kung Fu had said it, I was like, okay, this must be a reference to something, but I had no idea. So I was like,
on the main stage. The Archipelago
don't know.
has been a part of my life for 5 years now.
Honk
I
Shua, oh
remember when
god.
Factorio was added to the system and Archipelago was born, although the name came after. Further BK mode fun fact, I believe it was Ryder who took the inaugural trip to BK.
Nice.
The poor newer Sonic games are just gonna be all trendy memes now for their names. That seems to be the way things are going.
Yeah, while Pippi was reading off the donation, I think M got another Chaos Emerald. So both runners.
The older Sonic games are safe because they've been ran for longer.
Point. And yeah, just with Cannon's Core having so many checks.
I got some bad news about Cannon Score though.
Oh no.
What are you missing?
I'm missing Tails booster.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm actually not going to be able to go in there yet because actually Tails is the first section, and I won't even really be able to make it that far without that.
I mean,
so.
you could do the first big.
I could do the first big. That's true.
That would.
Oh, there are multiple bigs in Cannon's Core? I didn't know that.
All right, I might just have to do Cannon's Core on my own. But you know what? We still get the same amount of Big the Cats, so that's the good news.
All right, see you, Lilypad.
Thank you.
Thanks for stopping
We're
in.
gonna go ahead and
Enjoy
complete this
GDQ.
just to finish up this stage so I don't have to revisit it. And then we'll go ahead and go to Cannon's Core. Trust me, it's coming. We want to see Big the Cat.
Yeah,
Is that their last Big the Cat check? I guess it must be.
Obviously, the randomizer is cool. We want to do it as like traditional as possible. But if we do need, there is a hint system, which if there's just like if it's just we can't find it, the hint system's always there. So if you're worried against like, oh, what if I get stuck? Again, there's always a hint system. The Archipelago, I mean, just it's really I can't overstate it enough how accessible it is. So if you're watching this from home and you're interested, give it a try. You won't regret it.
For sure.
Archipelago is pretty good. I agree with Hex there. Yo, what's up, Nightfall? How's it doing? How's it doing? How's it going? There are 5 bigs? Oh my god, a big in each section.
I imagine all of these Big the Cats are going to be holding wonderful things for me in the near future.
What if they just had all the Chaos Emeralds? That'd be super funny. You know, I should have really looked. I hope, definitely next time I go to GDQ, I want to take some, like, pictures or a video of what it looks like behind the scenes, because it's absolutely insane how much is going on. I mean, it's probably the same for a standard TV production, but, like, it's really cool to see everything that's going on. I wonder if they have, like, boom mics? Because I highly doubt the headsets are picking up those noises. How did Big get all the emeralds? He, instead of giving it to Sonic at the end of Sonic Adventure, he just stole them all.
Sonic Mash. Thank you so much. I love it.
That's incredible.
That was awesome.
That was really good.
All right, so we're coming up on the end here.
Okay, they are coming up on the estimate.
Stages left.
Oh gosh.
Escape Magic Hands check is gonna come back to bite me.
On the mouse, no! Twitch chat's gonna lose it.
Point where we have to use hints. It's just gonna say that one. So I'm tempted to go because I just have a feeling in my bones right now.
Froggy kept them in storage. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I feel like maybe you should do cannon score because there's a lot more checks right now.
Yeah, I want to give the people what they want. More Big the Cat.
Yeah! Big the Cat!
All right, let's go. Cannon score.
Here we go.
All right, so this.
Oh, Dawn finally gets the audio. Let's go. I think Emerald's had the audio for the entire run.
Single section. And if you haven't played this game before, Cannon Score is essentially a gauntlet of every character. Once I finish the section, we're going to go straight on to the next character. And like I mentioned, every single section...
Wait, what is Big doing there? Oh, they added Big. They had to have added him, I guess. It was like, Big is definitely not there in the original game.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, there we go. Here we go.
Nice.
He's got 1 Chaos Emerald.
Of course. We got to trust in him.
He will show us the way.
Big will see
The Emerald Hunt unlocks Green Hill, Lima.
I mean, just with the way that
So you can do it. You can either set the goal to be beat Cannon's Core, BioLizard Final Hazard. You can do all 7 Chaos Emeralds, Green Hill Final Hazard, and I believe you can also do all 7 Chaos Emeralds, Green Hill, Cannon's Core, BioLizard Final
I'm a fan
Hazard.
of Cannon's Core. I know it was pretty tough casually, but I think it's cool that we get to see it.
Narratively, it is awesome. It is Eggman, Sonic, and the whole... Both people on... Like, every single character in this game works together for a common goal of saving the world. When you play this for the first time, it is incredible.
Absolute cinema, some may say.
Yeah, it's just another stage in Emerald Hunt.
They may.
So funny enough, the check that Dawn has been avoiding, I'm actually...
Yeah, that'd be interesting if they did Big the Cat cameos, or maybe he's playable.
So I think
So maybe they could do the cameos with a different character or something.
Cannon score. Maybe I'll get the booster so that I can do some more Tails levels or something.
Oh no, I feel it. It's coming.
Yep.
Yeah, and we're coming up on one of the most evil checks. If you actually don't have the jet engine, this one is like basically impossible, but it's technically...
Yeah, you can actually do Eggman's section without the jet engine.
Oh, no.
I'm not good enough to do that.
And that's the fear, is like, you have to go back for a minute to check it, and if it's nothing, it just feels like such a waste. But you'll see this Big the Cat. Again, I gotta say, how does he keep doing it? How are you... And also, you can get this one without the jet engine somehow.
I don't know who figured that out, but why did you figure that out?
Is that where Big normally is?
It's so difficult.
Oh, it's just an emblem, okay. I was hoping it was gonna be the big sweep and he was just gonna have all the emeralds. That would have been so funny.
Relatively quick stage, but there's so many sections, it does take a minute.
I think we have some time for some...
I wonder, I imagine he's gonna clip out with
Oh, I
Knuckles.
always do. I've got $10 for you from Emmy Divergent, who says, drove 18 hours from Texas to attend my first SGDQ and rushed to see this run in person. Big the Cat! Thank you.
Cream cameos and Big story. Yep, exactly.
He's a mystical being.
Also, would you like a public service announcement via donation?
Yeah.
Here's
Yes, please.
$25 from AKA.
Wait, you don't need to freeze time?
Hey all, internet anti-paxi here.
Does Rouge just like grab it eventually?
Had a snack.
Oh, it's just a clip out. Okay.
Found Big the Cat in increasingly weird places. Okay, that last one isn't required, but make
I
sure
wonder,
you do those first 3
do you
forms
clip out on the way back?
Get some good sleep and
Big's the hype man. He truly is.
To the Sonic speedrun community, you all
But who's
are the
better,
best.
considering where the 06 pilled community is Shopkeeper better or Big the Cat better?
Do you have time for one more?
Because
fast one?
Shopkeeper's pretty
$10
good.
Anonymous who says, "Cat the big."
The fancy way to say cheating? Depends on how you look at
We're really
it.
starting to run out of checks here. This is unfortunately going to end up being like a full clear seed.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe here you could hint my booster or something soon, if possible.
Sure.
'Cause
Oh, here's the clip out. I want to watch this because I did the clip out but went the wrong way.
The knuckles section for this level casually was an absolute.
Okay,
but thankfully,
so I was just too low.
clip out,
I hit it. I
and
kept hitting a
I
kill
mean,
plane.
I'm just gonna say it's the most useful clip out in the game. I think.
Oh,
I'm getting a little lost here. We got to find our buddy Big.
Big
Cat.
does have more rep than the Shopkeeper, but not for us. He had an appointment that day. That's fair. I mean, he does run a store.
Try it if you want
So-
some fun. You literally just walk straight into that corner.
Sonic
and
Man
it takes
clears
you a
both of
ridiculous
them.
amount of time.
Does Sonic
even know
Man
how that
clear
happened.
big?
yeah, you just have to line up the camera so it's behind Knuckles, and then you can just tap forward on the stick, and then you can skip this really, really tough section here. All
Do you
right, can
have
I
a
get big
moment
from here?
for another donation and
Yes.
an update?
Go Emerldd.
We are
No, he missed it.
$7,000 on the way there to that Madhouse difficulty already. Thank you so much, everyone. And
Wait, what
Madhouse,
did
thanks to
the? I wanted to see what the
you.
hint said.
We are almost $7,000 on the way.
Emerald's Tails booster can be found at Death Chamber, Gold Beetle, Dawn's World. That's not a hint. That just tells you where it is.
There to that Madhouse
Okay, so
difficulty
Dawn has
already.
to go get it
Thank
for
you
him.
so much, everyone. And part of that is thanks to a $1,000.
Ooh, that's a good point.
donation
Maybe it's
from
like
Shaz.
Super Mario Sunshine, how El Piantissimo
Thank you so
El
much.
Piantissimo is
That's
actually
so
the running man.
generous.
Under Sonic's Man's helmet is
I'd like
actually
to
Big
say,
the Cat.
Making a difference through the love of video games.
Big does not have a
Thank you,
cameo in PO6,
everyone
no.
involved. You are making the world a better place. Game on. They gave us a little game controller. It was really cute.
That's so sad that literally Dawn's doing Cannon's Core and Tails' boosters in Dawn's world.
We're right at the end of Cannon's Core, and then I'm going to go ahead and go get M's last upgrade that he needs to complete all the checks. But we have one more visit with Big the Cat. Obviously, we got to do that.
Yeah, something that I think
He does in Bullet Station? Did I find it? I don't think I found Big in Bullet Station.
you hit these switches to stop time, but they definitely can be
Yo, the light shoes. Let's go.
by stopping time infinitely, and so that's one
Vector's in
of
PO6,
like,
that's
super
true.
strats for this level, but it also
Is
helps
that Generations
make it so
Vector?
that
I
you
imagine
don't
it is.
need the Mystic Melody for
Wait,
Lost Chow.
there's another
Great
Big.
upgrade find. You found my light shoes. Now I can finally finish all the checks in Crazy Gadget.
Perfect.
That's gotta be an Emerald.
And that is a trap, unfortunately.
Wait, what about the other Big? What about Big? I guess the other one doesn't count. Or maybe that's where Big normally is in Cannon's Core.
All right, so we're going to finish out Cannon's Core here. Unfortunately, I think we only found one Chaos Emerald. I'm kind of surprised by that, honestly. I think pretty much every check we do for
Oh,
you is
damn.
gonna end up being a Chaos
He's after the first giant cannon. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should start maybe hinting some emeralds
I'm
if
gonna go
needed.
ahead.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think
Chaos
that's
Zero's in PO6?
definitely. Oh, never mind. Green Chaos
There you
Emerald.
go.
Yo, yeah, Dawn is absolutely finishing first.
From being in go mode, and then again, once Dawn finishes, if Dawn finishes first, Dawn will release.
So the hints aren't really hints, they just
and
tell
then
you where they
it
are.
could end up being that all three of those emeralds are in Dawn's world. You never know until it happens.
Yeah, we got an unfortunate seed here. So to not make this go super over, we're going to go ahead and just do this all right now. Figure out where
There's
everybody
spoiler
is.
login.
Yeah, this is actually looking like the natural progression of it anyway, because
Okay.
yeah, there's stuff in Crazy Gadget right now that we're about to find, and then once I get that treasure scope.
Tell
for
one check,
Ruby,
yeah.
Yeah,
able to
we
get
It just stops being a hint.
hope not to do this. I only have
Like,
one
I guess
more
how
Chaos
could you
Emerald, so
write
we're
the
really
hint
close to
maybe?
being
Would it be
done. We just
like,
need to go get our last
I
checks.
think Maybe it's in a Rouge stage. I suppose it just depends. Maybe that is a hint system. Maybe they're using a different command that just straight up tells them.
We had to just figure out where the emeralds are because we are so close to the end.
This is the nature of a randomizer for sure.
Yeah,
200%? I'd give like 1,000%.
Go ahead and complete this here.
Unfortunate that they had to use it, but this was still a really fun watch. It's cool. It's always fascinating to watch people who are really good at what they do it. So, watching Emerldd and Dawn run here, and Hex and Savik have been great. Good crowd. Pibby is always a great host. So I'll watch to the very end, of course, but I appreciate you guys being here and watching, whether you're here on Twitch or on the YouTube. Means a lot. Hope you enjoy a little reaction content, just a little something different.
Since then, Live and Learn has not been on the GDQ stage, but after a decade, we are so back.
We are so.
Oh right, it wasn't because it was Dark Story. Yeah, they got really far with that. This is why Emerald Hunt is just kind of like, there's so many things required in order to beat it. Like, Emerald Hunt is great when you're just, like, doing it casually,
Chaos Emerald
but...
big, so this should, I think this is another, yup.
I'm actually gonna drop a poll because I got another idea what I wanted to do.
Here to make this one a lot easier for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and go out of bounds to find the last Chow here. And yeah, that's how to get here without the Mystic Melody, if you were ever wondering.
Yeah,
So vote in the poll. I'll allow you to rig the poll if you want.
There's probably not going to be collision there, and honestly, I think that's for the better because it looks really cool.
We'll get a 5-minute poll there.
And that is the last Chaos Emerald for me.
Triforce hunting in Wind Waker. Let's go.
All that's left is to bring it home. So
I guess Dawn's gonna win.
Hazard to defeat the final boss.
Unless he like dies in Green Hill or Final Hazard.
Yeah, this is only unlockable once you've gotten all 180 emblems, and as you probably know, that's a tall task. The speed run is like 8 hours plus, so casually this takes a ridiculously long amount of time.
Yeah, I think it's always neat that in the randomizer, this is kind of like the precursor to the final level.
So this is going to warp Dawn directly into Final Hazard.
So
final part of Dawn's.
If it releases all the checks, though, isn't it going to release all of Emerald's traps?
Dawn has left on his seat.
So is he going to have to go through all the traps?
That's exactly what I need for a Dry Lagoon there.
Nice.
Getting a head start.
Where did it go?
Than what you've seen in the game. Shadow and Sonic have teamed up to go super and fight Final Hazard.
I like the little story context.
It's just not get hit by anything because it is a ridiculous amount of knockback if you get hit at all. You don't take damage necessarily, but it will lose you a ridiculous amount of time and cost you a lot of the rings that you need to stay super.
Sonic fans' favorite catchphrase, "We're so back." Is it "We're so back"? I feel like it's something else.
Ridiculous towards the last couple phases, as you'll see.
Yeah,
"Fuck you's" a pretty common one, I think.
Because I've had it be evil to me on a couple.
I wonder, did the view count spike? That'd be really funny if it did.
Final Hazard tomfoolery.
Also, shout out to Live and Learn. Live and learn.
Dawn has been waiting for this moment. Live and learn.
Yeah, when I realized it's been 10 years, I was like, we need to get this on.
Or it's about time. Oh, for Crash, yeah.
Let's go.
It sucks that when you're doing this in the speedrun, you play this in kind of a lame way. I didn't realize. I guess is boosting the same speed.
Finish this up too. We're gonna head to Green Hill.
Either that, or I guess it's just not worth it.
Hit of the run. Let's get hype for the end. One more hit, and then Dawn will be done. M following shortly behind. This is officially the end.
Yeah, I would love to play the Crash series, like the Insane Trilogy, and then Crash 4 would be really fun. Yay! Good job, Dawn.
All right.
Great job, guys. You did fantastic. I know Alpha watched my reaction run. I highly doubt these guys are gonna watch it, but if they do, good job.
Oh, this is where I'm gonna get the tip.
It was great. Very enjoyable watch.
Oh no! Since I finished, it actually just sent all the checks left in my world over to M, and so he's gonna get all of the traps.
Yeah, he's gonna get all the traps. Yeah.
Hopefully not.
There's gonna be some nasty stuff going on in Final Hazard here.
I'm ready.
I don't
Still
remember
4
playing
bones?
this
Nice.
if I have to replay
I
Green
think
Hill.
I've played Punch-Out
I
at
don't
like a
know
Wii
how to
kiosk
Okay,
before,
right. High pressure though, Hex.
but I've never actually played the game.
Fair enough.
If I did Dawn 1, yeah, he found all his Chaos Emeralds first.
Thank you, Gabe. I hear you. That's my goat.
Wait, no math?
No math, I guess.
All right.
We might be getting lucky here.
I'm not gonna complain.
I guess they didn't have a lot of
To be honest, when I'm at
traps.
home, I just take the 1 and 4 and I'll press a random button on my D-pad. I'll take the death.
Listen, math, just phone me. I got you guys.
All right.
Oh my
We're finishing
gosh.
out the run here. Special shout out to the Archipelago devs, as you can see on screen right now. PoryGone and RaspberrySpaceJam right behind us. What's up, guys? Y'all did an amazing job on this.
Oh,
The Archipelago community as a whole is amazing. You should absolutely try this out. Casual or speedrunner, it is fantastic.
Don Juan, yes,
There are
exactly.
so many games you could play as Archipelago. Definitely check it out. It's a great time.
That's the big reminder is that it's not just Sonic Adventure 2. There's plenty of other games that connect with
And it's not only just Sonic Adventure 2, is that you can play Sonic Adventure 2 in a multi-world with other people in different games. So like if someone wanted to play Super Mario World and someone wanted to play Sonic Adventure 2, you could do a co-op randomizer in that. It's absolutely insane.
Let's go.
All right, coming up on the final 2 hits here.
Would like this for PO6? It's currently being made. It's gonna be an item randomizer, less than Archipelago. Like you won't be able to connect it to Archipelago or anything.
It is.
Yeah, we met development of it as a sub goal. Beats told me that it's like way too hot that he can't even use his computer in
There we go.
Yay!
Sonic and Shadow.
Oh, awesome, Murray.
Together, that'll be
Oh,
fun.
and the stream drops. This is the stream, right? Yeah, that's the stream. Okay.
Hold.
hold.
Almost there.
And time.
Nice.
Let's go.
Great job, guys. That was so good. Alrighty, go check this out yourself. Go check out Emerldd. Go check out Dawn, Hex, Savik. Check out GDQ. Oh my god, this is a little awkward. Then it happened right at the very end of the run. But I hope you guys enjoyed my commentary over this. Hope it was good. Let me know if you want to see more reaction content stuff, I guess. And don't forget, 12-12-12, this Saturday, July 12th at 12 p.m. CST, I'm going to be doing a 12-hour stream where I'm playing through all of Sonic Unleashed, showcasing the visual overhaul mod, Ray is Epic's update to the visual overhaul mod, along with some other Vanilla Plus stuff. Don't forget to go vote in the poll for what character skin I'm going to be using for the DLC. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see ya in the next one. Peace out.